Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and let me just first say that the microphone that I'm using is going to be changing at some point in the very near future. I bought a new one. It was one that, God bless him. I'm trying to start to tell people. Come on, stop! Stop with the leaves falling. Stop! No! No, I'm not okay. I got leaves falling on me. Okay, they fell. Okay. Feeling better now. I got a new mic. This is not the new mic. This is the standard mic that I have been using. But a new mic popped up in my feed. It's called Bacon. I think that's the name of it, Bacon. Anyway, I'm getting some bacon, which is weird because I'm vegan. Is it bacon? Is that what it's called? The bacon mic? I don't know. I know nothing about it. I just know that I wanted to try to make these streams sound better, and because was not expecting that, but kind of glad I got it out there. By the way, you know, when that happens, when the whole leaves thing, when the weird things happen, y'all got to get on clipping. You clip that stuff, and I post it almost immediately to Twitter. It's almost time. I'm not there yet. I got to welcome people into the stream. We're not there. Honey, it may take a while. I don't think you're going to be able to survive there for as long as it's going to take, because we got a few people we have to shout out. Just giving you a little bit of buffer there. Give me some buffer. Oh, wait, hang on. Pez, see what I'm saying? Pez Liz, our star player, an MVP. Pez Liz. There's a reason she's a moderator, and it's not just because she likes Star Wars, although that doesn't hurt. Admittedly, I got a new mic. New one's coming. It's coming soon. Trust me, you will hear the difference. In from what I can tell, at a distance, I tried the Elgato Wave mic. It did not work. The software was not working well, and it would pop and crackle in weird spots. I troubleshot it, and they're like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I gotta send it back then. So I sent it back, and then went back to a standard mic. I would like it to work. So hopefully the bacon mic that I'm getting will be rich with sound. Trust me, speaking of rich, it was not cheap, but I say good audio in a stream is priceless. She is. You don't like Star Wars? What do you mean? Oh, she loves Star Wars. That's Liz. Well, we'll dive into welcoming people here. First, let me show everybody here what I got. This is something as I clean up. As Dark Toy Lord is falling, I think he's going to miss the pile. Oh, wait, hang on. The bits may have, the cheer may have popped him into the pile. Never mind. I was going to do a whole screen. Well, anyway, so we'll do a screen grab soon. But this is the completed remote. This is the completed remote right here. The remote that I printed yesterday. It came out really well. Really well. So let's go ahead and dive into the whole hello, how are you, everybody? Give some shout outs to everybody who's tuned in this early. Hey, Chris, what's your go-to brand of filament? Sky's the limit. I really don't have one, honestly. I mean, I'm very grateful that David Randolph, a huge supporter of the show, has facilitated, basically a lot of the filament that I happen to have on me. But I'm not going to say that's the only filament that I've used. Every filament has a different kind of property to it, and usually I think about what I want. Wow! Here I was very happy that Fix 'em Dude cheered after I tweeted Dooku breaking my heart, the little Valentine heart that he's made these hearts that you can print out, Star Wars hearts, conversation hearts you can hand out to friends or enemies. Thank you, Fix 'em Dude, for that, and thank you for the cheer. And Shiny Hero TV 2021, you are a hero. I'm saying it right now. It's not just a username. That's for real. That is for real. Thank you very much. That's an outstanding cheer. Brother Bill, it is amazing to see you. It is. I like being surrounded by people who share, even though I don't talk about shared interests all the time, just knowing that we both have a background in the world of Commodore is awesome. So thank you, Brother Bill, for being here. Darth Gallum, always good to see you. Can't wait to see you start streaming, especially Star Wars stuff. Come on. You know what? Fucho, that was the right sound to play for that. Timeout with bits. Wait, hang on. Timeout with bits? Timeout who timed him? Did Fucho time himself out? He did. It's a good way of getting that sound effect. I'm not gonna pour one out though. I'm gonna drink one out, as it were. I got some stuff to show y'all tonight. Tonight is trust me, it's gonna be fun. There's a reason why the title of the show is what it is. You're not? Wait until you hear my new mic. It's gonna be good. Thank you, Darth Gallum, for your support. Shout out to Darth Gallum. No sounds. How are we not getting... Oh. Now try it. Now you'll get the sound effects. Okay, because it was muted when I was doing Zach. When I was streaming with Zach, I muted it after it was done. When I was doing the stream with Zach. Did I mention this is live? Did I happen to mention that? Y'all feel me, right? Darth Gallum is certainly going to be streaming soon. So here's a shout out to Darth Gallum. And by the way, if you are streaming and I don't know it, you gotta remind me. You gotta let me know. Wink Patty, thank you so much for subscribing and following.
American Trey Johnson gifted Wink Patty a subscription. American Trey Johnson gifted a tier 1 sub to Wink Patty. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
And Wink Patty, you only got subscribed because of American Chris Hansen. So thank you, American Chris Hansen. It is good to see you, my virtual friend.
1,2,3.
It's not time. I will let you know when it's time. We're not even close to time.
Paceless
right now, we've got...
101. Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
We got some... I haven't even welcomed everybody in here. Westry1, by the way, I've messaged Focus again. I am not going to give up. I'm not going to leave you in the lurch, Sarah, a.k.a. Westry1, the person who won the Focus 3D printer. I will not give up. Seriously, if I can be serious for a moment, that's my reputation that I put out there, and I know plenty of people who have... There are known quantities. I think they may be busy, if only because they may be celebrating Chinese New Year, possibly. So they've been on break. I have a feeling that's why they've been a little slow in responding. Jersey Hack, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, and welcome back to the Play Shop. I thank everybody for the follow. If I don't see you in chat, you simply don't exist. We're at a level 2 hype train. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. As I need to remind everybody, and this is, I gotta say, a huge thanks to Shiny Hero TV 2021 for that first, the whopper of a cheer for shoving us this far. And Fix'em Dude, and Liz, and Fix'em Dude, and Darth Gallum, and Eclipse Empire, and Liz. Can't wait to hear about your exploits at Galaxy's Edge this weekend, possibly, Eclipse Empire. I may need to rebuild my wish list. But welcome, everybody, one and all. Thank you for the follow, Stone Monkey Research. Welcome to the Play Shop. Krillin64, good to see you virtually. Wink Patty, thank you so much for thanking American Chris Hansen, who it's great to see every night. American Chris, it is. It's nice to see y'all every night. It really is. I mean, my days, with work, tend to drag me down. Tend to be taxing in the sense that it takes more energy to do the things that I need to do. And I very much look forward to hanging out with y'all at the end of the day. Thank you, Westry1. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate that. Jersey Hack, I know the same thing with Creality. Had a part failed email, and they said they're on break celebrating New Year until February 7th. Fair enough, man. Hey, at least Americans go on break for like the entire month of December. So I totally get it. The Viper 1036 wanted everyone to know I got my stream figured out best I can. Thank you for all the help and support. The Viper 1036. Let's go ahead and get a shout out to the Viper. Thank you so much for being here. And even though that you're now streaming, hopefully you're still gonna. I know what happens. Inevitably, people start streaming and then they spend time streaming, and then I never see them again. Apart from when I join the streams or they're able to join. Oh, we got an Aziz Rainbow. Fair enough. thank you for the patience, everybody. We, like I said, trying to make sure we welcome everybody in so that everybody feels welcome, and if I miss any handles, it's a total apology. Eclipse Empire, yep, going Sunday and Monday. Ooh, that's awesome. Wink Patty loves their tax badge. Why am I saying tax? Chat badge. Well, Wink Patty, just you wait. Just you wait. Just you wait. That badge evolves. You'll notice everybody has a different badge depending on where they are in terms of longevity with being a subscriber. So, like, Eclipse Empire's got a chocolate Vader head because they've been a 9-month subscriber at their level. Krusty3D, one of our mods, admittedly, is at a 12-month subscriber level, and he's got a vintage Vader helmet. Every subscriber level gets a Darth Vader badge. Every subscriber level, so you never lose the Vader. You will always be Vader to me, and I surround myself with Vader stuff. So surround myself by good people like you. So it's good to see everybody. Again, I'm kind of looking and making sure I'm not missing anybody here. Brother Bill says I'm on chapter 13 of The Mandalorian, then I'll move on to the Book of Boba Fett and then get caught up. Oh, Brother Bill. Oh, you are in for one heck of a ride. Brother Bill, wait until you catch up. Wait. And then you gotta watch the Clone Wars. And then you gotta watch Rebels. And then you gotta watch The Bad Batch. Just trust me. It's just like once you're in, you're in. Stone Monkey Research says I'm starting a stream tomorrow with non-standard computing. Hopefully people will like it. Ooh, okay. Detail. Give me some details, Stone Monkey Research. Come on, Monkey. I mean, do I call you Stone? Do I call you Monkey? Do I call you Research? Usually I shorten the... Stone Monkey? All right, what does that mean, non-standard computing? What, you have a computer but you don't plug it in? That's non-standard. What does that mean? Oh, sorry, we got the level 1 emotes, didn't quite get through a level 2. I didn't remind you, but that's quite all right. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. I will not be walking on Lego bricks. Oh, I need to change the sub goal, don't I? Well, we're just over 550, so I don't know if I want to change the sub goal, because I have a feeling it's going to start dropping, and we're going to have to try to stay at that level. So I'm going to keep it at 550 for now for the sub goal, if you do not mind. Krusty asks, wait, are you saying I'm vintage? I am, but that is an honor, and Krusty knows it. Coming from me, I say you're vintage, you're good. You're good in my book. If I call you modern, that means you're too young. I don't think I've called anybody modern. Totally understandable. Blah, blah, blah. Plus, who can pass up Star Wars talk in the weirdest foods? Indeed, Westry one. I thought I'd throw that out there as a question. What's the weirdest food, the wackiest food you've ever had? And the reason why I'm asking that is because GC Laredo, who needs to stream on Twitch. I know you're on YouTube. You can export to YouTube, but if you stream on Twitch, I can flow this community over to you, GC Laredo. GC Laredo, fellow fan of the Garbage Pail Kids, like me, and indeed the wacky packages. GC Laredo sent me a package. Actually, he sent us a package, and Jedi is going to see this package for the first time. GC Laredo. Eclipse Empire says, wait, what? Wait, what? There's a Boba Fett show? There is, Eclipse Empire. It's huge. Boba Fett's kind of in it. Stone Monkey Research, I will be doing computing with marble machines and Minecraft Redstone. What does that mean, computing, though? So, like, you're going to be analyzing it, doing some, like, AI work? What does that mean? Or are you just playing? I have no idea. What do I think about Pedro Pascal's performance as Mando? And will you watch him in HBO's Last of Us? I don't know if HBO's Last of Us was on my radar. I'll be watching, I mean, certainly if people recommend it, I'd watch it. But his performance as Mando is epic. Like, he nailed it. I don't know what nailing it was, but, like, it was great. It's been great. It's been a great ride with Pedro. I think he totally, if I said that incorrectly, I'm saying it best I can, Pedro. Very happy that he got the role, because as far as I'm concerned and many other people, you know, he's Mando. He is a Mandalorian. Absolutely. Through and through, whether or not he's been excommunicated from his sect. Krillin64, yes, I'm not walking on Lego bricks tonight, likely, because we didn't get through a level 5 hype train, but maybe next time. Quite alright. I'll still keep entertaining those cheers and the subs and the sub gifts. Very happy to receive those. Liz is warning everybody, well, warning? That's kind of a strong word. She's letting everybody know that you need to get your drops in. You try saying that quickly. Dandrak24, dried scorpions, the worst thing drink. Man, I cannot talk tonight. Worst thing I've ever tried, never, ever, ever, ever again. I can say that I will never have a scorpion. I'm now vegan. Diana is here in chat. She only pops in when she hears her name. Diana, she's always lurking. Jedi's watching eagerly, waiting to hear her name. We're almost there, Jedi. We're almost there, because GC Laredo is here. I wanted to make sure he was here before we dove into anything. I've got so much to show you tonight. So much to show you. Starting with this. I have some... This is not the wackiest or weirdest food I've ever eaten. This is tofu. Tofu can be prepared very well. And if you're not careful, you spit some out onto your keyboard. We'll be building computers out of that stuff. What, tofu? Cold iron? Hope you read this. This is my first gifted sub here on your channel. American Chris Hansen, I am very grateful. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, 9-ear is asking me to stretch. Love those redeems. Like, some of my favorite redeems. By the way, I'm going to do my best not to touch the table. Because, bam. Good to see you, Hutch's Makerspace. So Lego bricks equals sunshine? Kind of. Tactile says, I live to eat escargot.
Shiny Hero to 2021 Cheerdex 1000.
Wow!
Brother _ Bill gifted Niner _ Ramikata subscription. Brother _ Bill gifted a tier 1 sub to Niner _ Ramikad. They have given 6 gift subs in the channel.
What? Oh, sorry, I spit on my screen again. I'll clean it later. Brother Bill, thank you so much for gifting a sub to 9-ear. Asking me to... Do you know 9-ear? I don't know. And Shiny Hero TV 2021, you continue to be an MVP. Thank you. It's amazing to see that kind of support. I cannot express my gratitude enough. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the support. Boombox Heads, thank you for following. Thank you for joining the fray. We're just beginning to have fun. Even though we're vegan now, I did eat escargot at least once in my life. Probably never again. And even if I wasn't vegan, I would say never again. But I can say I have had escargot. Coda120 says, the weirdest thing I've eaten were pickled pig lips? Intentionally? Coda120, you ate pickled pig lips? Intentionally? Like, I understand the scorpion thing, because that's kind of like, oh, well, I'll try scorpion once. I mean, you try it once. But, like, pickled pig lips? Did someone hand it to you and say pickled pig lips? Project is a CPU as a marble machine and CPU within Minecraft using redstone. What's redstone? Alright, hang on. We're going to give a shout out to Stone Monkey Research. And the reason why is because they look to be doing some awesome stuff. The project is a CPU as a marble machine and a CPU within Minecraft using redstone components. I don't know what redstone is, but I really like to learn what you're doing, Stone Monkey Research, because that sounds pretty cool. Sounds very geeky. Mark H in NC has been following me on Twitter. Oh, Mark, you think I need some Valentine corn? No. I found it the other day and I'm like, no. That was my tweet. No. I took a picture and I said, no. No Valentine corn. Ever. Ugh. Oysters in the half shell. Turtle power. No, that's the wrong. They weren't Teenage Mutant Ninja Oysters. Teenage Mutant Ninja Oyster. No, it wasn't that. Was it? Yes, Wink Patty, I am vegan. And I am continuing to spit on my own screen. See, this is the great thing. We're social distancing right now. We're social media distancing. So even if I spit on the camera lens, not a big deal. Like, if we were, like, in person, like, hanging out without masks on, and I went, and some tofu, like, landed on you, you'd be like, ah! But it's not gonna happen. It won't happen. At least not virtually. I'm not vegan. I don't think I'd try scorpion either. See, if I wasn't vegan, I've tried... What was... And I'm building up to something, asking you about wacky foods, by the way. Whoa, Brother Bill! Did you see this?
Brother _ Bill gifted Stone Monkey Research a subscription. Brother _ Bill gifted a tier 1 sub to Stone Monkey Research. They have given 7 gift subs in the channel.
Do you hear that? You're surrounded by fellow nerds and geeks. You chose the right time to join. Absolutely the right time to join Stone Monkey Research. We got a Paint Pictionary. I'm still catching up on chat. I started watching Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime Video. Is it any good? I've heard about it. There's so many shows I probably need to watch. So many shows I need to watch. I grew up, by the way, boombox heads. We call them boomboxes. With the cassette, you know, high-speed dubbing and everything like that. By the way, I'm also known as Cold Iron's 1977. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I like Stone Monkey Research. That's solid. Okay, I'm going to give you a follow, Stone Monkey Research, a.k.a. Cold Iron. You're going to be streaming tomorrow? All right, we're going to give you a follow. Get you off on a right start. Boombox Head says, dude, you're an AUG. I'm an AUG. Am I an AUG Vorbis? I think I was the first streamer content creator I ever watched. You know, I've been doing it a while. Not on Twitch. I really only pushed Twitch in earnest over the past year. So I'm glad you remembered me, Boombox Head. I'm here every night at 6 p.m. Pacific, hanging out, geeking out, answering questions, interacting with chat, and showing stuff. I haven't even gotten to that. Sorry, I haven't even come to the point where I can show you the stuff that we have to show you. Oh, I need to change something else, too. Now that I remember, I didn't set the stage for what I needed to set the stage for, and that is specifically some close-up, in-person stuff, because GC Laredo sent a gift box for us. What the heck? What is this not? Hang on, I gotta do some tech support, I guess. I gotta do some tech support on myself. Oh, there's a new episode of After Party. I watched After Party on Apple TV the other day. It was okay. It was not bad. I wouldn't mind watching it again. It's gonna take a while, or it's gonna take a lot for me to get back into a show, one kind of show or another. Let me get this set up so that we can flip over to it, because we got some stuff to show you up close and in person. Trust me, you're gonna love it. As soon as Jedi comes in here. The Jedi's not in here yet, but what do we have? Sorry, Liz. I know we have a Paint Pictionary. I know we have that. Thank you. And thank you for the stretch, capturing moments. I'm falling behind. GC Loretta remembers watching me eat beef sticks back in the day. Oh, not just beef sticks, but what was it called? Liz, what was it called? Biltong. I used to love biltong. Not anymore. Full vegan. You want to try blowfish once? Oh, that's sushi to die for. For real. Fugu. Retro Pit Stop, Law from Mississippi, original, pig ear and feet are normal, not my thing, but yeah, also Kool-Aid pickles, which are weird. Dude, I've never heard of Kool-Aid pickles, but no. Mark has a keyboard cover, not spreading germs to me. Thank you. Coda120 says it's a thing in some regions of the U.S. Oh. For what they were talking about. Ugh. Ugh. Yes, it is. Not for kids. Okay, so that's the Last of Us. I guess I'll look it up. We'll see what we'll do. I'll get the Paint Pictionary. Give me a second. I gotta catch up on chat. Official Ronnie Cat. Great to see you, as well as both play photos. Biltong. They have vegan biltong? Shut up. Do they? Do they really have vegan biltong? Oh, I loved the texture of biltong was fantastic. Wink Patty says, was a teenager when started watching your YouTube channel. Pretty sure it was 16 years ago. Yeah, that's... Did you see that? I just aged 16 years right in front of you. They do. Google it. I don't want to Google it. Then it's going to dominate my searches. I don't Google anything anymore. You Google one thing once, and then it's everywhere. Google pig lips. And then suddenly in my feed, it's nothing but pig lips. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm on to you, Google. I'm done searching you. Done. You ever done that, right? You ever search for something? You ever buy something like pig lips, and then suddenly it's Amazon or Google's always recommending it to you? I'm like, dude, I was curious. Stop. Algorithm. Oh, we see you're interested in pig lips. Have some more. Just by me saying that out loud. I know it's like I'm gonna see pig lips now. I guarantee one of my feeds is just gonna populate pig lips. It's gonna happen. Wink Patty notes, I haven't aged a day. Oh, I have. Oh, trust me. It compounds. Official Ryan Cat says, well, I won't say when I started watching you. Thank you. Retro Pit Stop. Pickles that have been soaking in whatever Kool-Aid so they have a fruit punch flavor. Yeah, see, I don't like sweet pickles. Some people do. I'm not a fan. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so we now caught up on chat. Hang on. I missed the other. You ever buy something like piglets and then suddenly Amazon or Google's always recommending it to you? Like, dude, I'm listening to myself. Stop. Algorithm. Oh no, but here's the problem. I'm showing food as I'm eating. That's kind of weird. I shouldn't have been talking with food in my mouth. I apologize. But I do need to... Liz, you clipped something else. What was the earlier clip? The drop, the leaves drop? I needed to post that. Okay. I'm mostly caught up on chat. Jeez, this tofu does not want to go down. It just wants to, like, be spit out. Now I'm going to get double pig lips. Just what I needed. Double pig lips. What? I swear I've been swallowing this tofu. Why does it keep projecting? Okay. I need to post that first clip that Liz had. And then I also need to move over to showcasing what GC Laredo sent. And I need to do the Paint Pictionary before then. Okay, so what's the Paint Pictionary? Let's find out. Let us do this. Paint Pictionary. Paint. It is gonna... Oh, come on, really? All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. You're gonna need it. I need to use my mouse cursor. Hang on. I can chew. Hopefully this isn't rude. I will warn you now, if you've never tuned into my live streams, you need to grab something to eat. Usually I don't eat a lot, at least during the streams. It's just I was really hungry. I miss Mark eating seaweed and boiled peanut talk. Boiled peanuts are just weird. I've had them. Dude. Oh, hey! Fucho got it! Ramen! Fucho! Congratulations! Great. Pig lips is the word of the day. So, you can replace any title or any word in a title with pig lips. Like, instead of welcome back Cotter, it could be welcome back pig lips. Or instead of a song title, Don't Go Breaking My Heart, it could be Don't Go Breaking My Pig Lips. Or, as Krusty points out, Pig Lips Mountain. Any 50 Shades of Pig Lips. Not quite. It was not quite pho. Wink Patty. Not quite. And I'm not talking pig lips. I think it was Coda. Coda 120 brought up pig lips. That's how we got off on the topic. But I'm sorry to hear that your stomach is a little queasy. Been there. Done that. Not fun. Alright. If GC Laredo's still here and not frustrated with all this pig lips talk, because let's face it. Pretty in pig lips? Oh. Wake me up before you pig lips. Muppet Pig Lips Island. Silence of the Pig Lips. Dancing with the Pig Lips. There you go, Ronnie Cat. You figured it out. All I want for Christmas is pig lips. How is this a thing? Like, how did someone ever think? How did someone ever think? Oh, Liz, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to really screenshot this stuff. But if a GC Laredo here for another 20 minutes. All right, let's get you going here then. I'll show the other stuff after that. But I want to... All right, Jedi. Jedi, we've got some stuff here to open from GC Laredo. It's already been opened, but Jedi gets to go through it here. Here she comes. So you know, I am a huge fan of Garbage Pail Kids, right?
Me too.
Yeah, you kind of like, you don't like them as much as I do, but you still have your Leaky Lindsay that GC Laredo sent. She still has a Leaky Lindsay out. So GC Laredo sent a ton of wacky packages. These are the little
I'm so excited.
the grocery items, right? These little items. So instead of dots, they're snots. Revenge of the Pig Lips. Stairway to Pig Lips. 50 ways to lose your pig lips. 50 ways. So he sent a whole box. So Jedi and I get to go through them. So Jedi, we get to showcase them. Let's move to this particular view. All right, you ready, honey? You get to go through them. You get to show them over here. So come over here. All right, let's move the microphone. Jedi's excited. Jedi's happy. She's very excited. So go ahead and when you get them, maybe put them like right here. Find a landing.
Can we share?
Give me a moment here, honey. So thank you, GC Laredo, for this gift box of not pig lips.
What is this?
Hang on, we'll go through them. We have both Series 1 and Series 2.
I'm gonna give them to you and you set them down.
Okay, you can do that. Well, here, really, you can set them down. Here, you can set it down in the center here. This is lice cakes instead of rice cakes. Lice cakes.
I get it.
You get it? Do you get it, though? I don't think you get it. Herbie the pig lips bug? Oh, my God, Krusty. Edward Ferguson getting into the spirit. One flew over the pig lips. These are Series 1. So hang on, we gotta show them here, honey. We gotta like. So we got some Series 1 in a separate bag, and these are Series 2. You got a Skimpy, you got a Band-Aid, you got Cop Tarts. Go ahead. Yeah, take them out and show them here. If you put it on the coaster, they'll be able to see it.
Like this one.
So thank you, GC Laredo. These are fun. These are fun, at least for me. These are Cop Tarts. You've seen some of them. Not all. You may have already had some of them, but as you're doing a grocery stores have more than one item. So like Rice Krispies. This says Ultra Blight. So I'd imagine this. Hang on, honey. Hang on. Ultra Blight is probably like a toothpaste. Ultra Blight. Hang on. I was okay. Yeah, I was showing them so they could see it.
Sorry, that you're rounding it.
Pig Lips Poppins. Oh my God. They're not mini brands, X-Files. These are like mini brands, but they're effectively mini brands, but like with a parody spin on them. So like if you like Garbage Pail Kids like I did, or do, or GC Laredo, this is a series. Hang on, honey, we gotta show them. So we gotta point them towards the camera. We have Putrid Cat Chow. Putrid. So these are little gross, as in groceries, but gross groceries.
I wanted these.
You wanted those? Hang on, we gotta see. We got minute lice. We got lice is a motif with these. So they're all parody. These are all parody products. That's what makes them fun.
I had to play with them?
Yeah. And then this is Bling, what does it say? Bling Pup? Instead of Ring Pop, Bling Pup.
I like these too.
Yeah, they're fun.
Oh, look, it's Skittles.
Wiki Pig Lips. Oh my god. You need something. Dude, you can get them.
Oh,
These are
wow.
wacky packages. Series 1 and 2. This is, let's see here. Having problems holding on to this one hand. Logs. Potato flavored wood chips. This is just slippery. There we go.
Let me hold it.
I'm having a problem with holding it. You're doing a good job. Thank you. This is Hertz. Pasty tomato Hertz instead of Hunts. These fun little packages. Okay. You practically Googled Star Wars and looked on Wikipedia. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Close Encounters of the Pig Lips kind. Ugh. Shout out to disc 1 of 5. An amazing creator who does things that are far more geeky. This is Sledgesicle? Sledgesicle? See, they're fun. These are fun little products. Like, you wouldn't be able to buy these otherwise. This is like if Garbage Pail Kids... Zit Cat, yes, instead of Kit Kat.
No, it's Zit, like you have a Zit.
Exactly, like you have a zit on your face.
Yeah.
You're not quite there yet. What is Jedi's favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? I don't know.
My favorite movie is Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, okay. Okay, mommy.
It's so funny.
Okay, mommy. Instead of push pop, it's a puss pop.
It's so funny. You've gotta watch it.
This is disgusting stuff. How Diana does not like Garbage Pail. She likes Dumb and Dumber, but she doesn't like Garbage Pail Kids or wacky packages. I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like this. What's weird is not liking this stuff, in my humble opinion. Mad Max Beyond Pig Lips.
Look, it's spreading out.
Hope everyone's having an awesome. What is it? Awesome. What does it say? Awesome-tastic evening.
Oh my!
We're doing well over here.
Gosh.
We have our own. Hang on, I gotta show them. Thanks to GC Laredo, we have our own Spittles. Spittles.
Get it?
No.
Spittles.
Y'all feeling this now? Not quite candy, the Midnight Smith. And shout out to the Midnight Smith if you can.
Ooh.
This is, hang on, dude, we got a ton of these. This is like, GC Laredo sent so many of these. This is milk foam instead of milk bone.
Alright.
Milk foam. Foam. Very Garbage Pail Kids like.
Oh, I like these.
Hang on. You gotta show people. Jedi's looking at them, but she's not showing them. We have Unlucky Charms. I know, but I have to show people what we're looking at. Spittles, aka Chris on every stream. Well, when I'm eating tofu, yes. Apparently I spit the tofu. Thank you so much, Edward Ferguson.
It's a little toy.
This is a... Oh, whoa!
What?
This is cool. This is great.
What?
It's not a Game Boy. Are you ready for... If Brother Bill's still here. It's not a Game Boy. It's a... Lame Boy.
Ah!
It's a lame... Who played with a Lame Boy?
That's so funny.
I did. I played with a Lame Boy.
Two.
So there we go. We got a Lame Boy. We also have...
There's a little piece.
Cheapos? Crunchy? What does it say? Cheapos?
Dad.
Instead of Cheetos? What? Yeah, we'll find what that goes to here soon. Cheapos? Jedi's not quite a master. She's still a Padawan. We also have Claude-like. I don't know
Oh,
what
there's
that
some
is, but
seasoning.
like mud.
This looks normal to me.
They're all normal. It's just they have funny names. That's what makes them. That's what makes them fun. These are parody products. This is organic paprika.
That's a mini brand, isn't
This one. He snuck in. He snuck a normal thing in here. Oh, Diana.
I knew it. I knew it.
Diana likes them. She just doesn't like gore. We also have a dork. Peppermint Dottie. A dork. These are not quite. Well, we got, I guess, one mini brand snuck in. He was testing us, I think. WikiPatty says, I'm pretty sure when someone says they don't like the Nintendo Game Boy, that Lame Boy image is used as a meme. That wouldn't surprise me. This is, hang on, Antimans instead of Entimans. I gotta make sure they see it, honey, because otherwise they don't know what's going on. That's right, Cop Tarts, Mark. I guess.
Dad, can I say it now?
Yeah?
Remember the little piece?
Yeah? Oh, it goes in there?
I think. Because like I was saying, like, ooh.
It looks like it's a Wonder Bread kind of thing. Here, let me try to get it in here. We got a Wonder Bread.
And I also wanted to say that we got an extra.
Oh, we got an extra snots?
We got 3 of them.
Instead of Wonder Bread, we have Blunder Bread. As a kid, I would have collected these easily. So I love the fact that Wacky Packages became a thing. I like the Wacky Packages miniatures more than I like the Garbage Pail Kids miniatures. So GC Laredo, thank you. I don't know if he was able to still stick around. He was here. He said he can only stick around for 20 minutes, so we moved this up. This is Fritos corn chips. Fritos. What am I making on the printer? Glad you're asking. I'm printing a low poly Darth Vader. What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. Alice in Piglips. Oh, I saw Alice in Piglips in concert. Well, actually, Alice in Chains. I saw in concert.
Now, what is this?
At Lollapalooza. We gotta sneeze it instead of cheese it. Sneeze it. What's the worst thing about 3D printing? It's still very hobbyist, which some people love. Instead of chicken in the sea, choking of the sea. Instead of chicken of the sea. You gotta tweak. You gotta tweak a printer, and it's not like point and click. I wish it was more point and click. It's getting there. GC Laredo says, Chris, happy to see y'all are enjoying them. I send my best to you, Diana and Jedi. I need to head out. No problem. GC Laredo, thank you. Huge thanks. Like, I love this stuff. I'm not as much of a fan of the miniatures as Jedi and Diana, but, like, for me, if I'm going to play with the miniature stuff, like, I would love for it to be, like, these parody products that are very Garbage Pail Kid-esque as Wacky Packages, but, like, these little miniatures. So, this is great. This is amazing. Thank you so much for your generosity. Very appreciated, GC Laredo. Very, very, very appreciated. Hopefully, one day, we'll get you to live stream over here on Twitch. There's so, like, seriously, he sent so many, and I hope these were duplicates, because he sent so many.
But I'm keeping this.
Well, yeah, no, they're all going together, but this goes in the bag for the yeah, for the Wacky Packages. So these are the Wacky Packages ones.
But this is going in my miniature.
Just saying. Yes, they're all miniatures, hon. They're all groceries.
I know.
Okay, I'm just saying. Keeping them organized
This
is a good thing. Siesta. I think I could use one of these a day.
Want some gum?
Hang on. Hang on. Let me find out. I need some Elapse gum. Elapse.
I'm gonna check.
Pig lips never die. Sorry, Jedi's moving around in the chair, so if you see me wobbling, that would be why. That would be why. Oh, Jedi's looking at a checklist here. Let's see. He sent so many. Hang on, honey. Let me see. Hang on.
Sorry.
No, I want to make sure I'm showing people here the wackiness. Sunstroke creature crackers instead of animal crackers.
Do we have that one?
We don't have a lot of these.
Do we have that one?
No, I doubt we do.
We do?
I doubt we do.
What's this? I doubt.
Meaning, I don't think we do. It's crazy, just changed my stock nozzle to the new brass nozzle, and prints are looking amazing. Yeah, Jersey Hack, I probably need to upgrade to a nozzle X. Krusty, that's probably what I need to do next.
What?
Get a new nozzle.
Oh, they're on the other side.
The pig lips is not enough.
Oh, look.
I know more. Did you get more on
Look
there?
at this gum. Look at this gum.
Oh, bazooka, gadzooka, anvil.
Remember that?
I think these were actually Wacky Packages stickers.
Remember the
Magnum pig lips. Oh, that's funny. Magnum PL.
Yeah, remember on that gum that has little magazines in them? That you liked as a kid?
Well, we liked them because they got bonus. Bazooka Comics had bonus comics. Yeah. I'm sorry. Bazooka Gum had bonus comics.
Were you talking to the fans or me?
You. Well, and they're also here too. I assume they're my fans because they're hanging out. Have I used any of those 3D printing pens? I did once briefly. Very klutzy. Very klutzy. But we have quite an array of groceries. Disgusting groceries.
There's so many, I can burst my mind up.
Exactly. We're gonna barf everything here. We barfed everything up, including the Cheepios. Some Cheerios, Cheepios. This is fun. I'm telling you, the kid in me would be freaking out. Do you have your? Here, you want to put them back and put them in the bag?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we've gone through a few of them, and I wanted to make sure GC Laredo was here when we showcased them. We also have Sneer. Oops. Sneer instead of Cheer. Jedi can open her supermarket. He can't. She can. She has.
Open them up.
The supermarket. You've had the wacky packages and the quote-unquote normal groceries. I personally like the wacky packages more. Like, way more.
Well, I got those for Christmas.
I know you got those for Christmas, but
And, wait.
you've also gotten a lot of these as gifts. A lot of your not groceries, your wacky packages.
Get it? Groceries.
Exactly, gross, as in they're disgusting. Groceries. I think that it would be a funnier branding possibility. Groceries. So Jedi's going to combine all her wacky packages down there.
We're gonna have to have a big bag.
No, I think you've got a big bag for the groceries, or the wacky packages. I'm pretty sure you do. Fairly confident you do. My cousin Piglips. Oh, Coda 120. Love that y'all are just latching onto the Piglips. It's just a little awkward, but you know what? It works for me. Are we ready for screenshots? Chris, you got to print a shopping cart and store shelves out. No, we've got, even though they're really cheap, the Mini Brands has a shopping, years ago we got a metal shopping cart. That's fine. But the Mini Brands shopping center is just cheap. Oh, it's really poor. It's really poorly done. I could probably 3D print something better and sturdier than what was made with an official license. So, I think we're going to be I think keeping the groceries, I think keeping the items is in the cards. I'm not sure about that playset. I'm still not sure. It's just jank. It is jank. So poorly done. So flimsy. Which, you know, for 1960, I could accept. But, like, something more modern, this is definitely not. I will say this. The groceries themselves, probably worth paying a discount price for, or getting as a gift, certainly, as GC Laredo has done. Jedi's gotten them from the Wookiees and as gifts on sale. Like, not full price. I don't think we've ever paid full price for any of that stuff. It's always been on sale. Pig Lips was a race car driver. I don't even know that title. What was that? I don't even know that title. We've got a couple other things. I have a couple other things I need to show you, but are we ready for the screen grabs? Are we ready? Are we ready with the screen grabs? We might very well be. If we are, give me a second. Drop. Give me a second. I need to download that. Everyone. Thank you, Liz, for that clip. Milk prices going up in Canada. Oh, sorry to hear that, but I really don't drink milk. I drink alt milk. It's kind of like listening. I don't listen to rock. I listen to alt rock. Actually, I do both. And for whatever it's worth, I think I mentioned I am printing a low poly Vader, and it's coming out great. I just started it not long before the stream because I couldn't print a full-on Vader, and I still wanted to get the gold, purple. Kind of the sheen, so I'm gonna print the low poly Vader, and I'm also gonna do a low poly Stormtrooper as well. So I'm going to be doing both. Yes, it's a good thing. Very good thing. Could you print tiny store shelves and put the groceries on? I could, but right now we've got the super cheap, horrible, like the mini brands market thing. It's so flimsy and cheap and garbage. Honestly, I'd just as soon 3D print the stuff. Coda 120. Sir, I'm not joking. I could do a better job 3D printing grocery store shelves. In fact, I'm going to throw this out there, Diana. I'd be happier 3D printing shelves to use than that cheap store. Oh my god, it's just so bad. It is just so bad. I'm putting it out there, Diana. Can we establish a trade? Welcome back, cool Bama guy. Bama, as in Alabama. Cool Bama guy. 79. Welcome back to the Play Shop. We're geeking out over here. I was just showing some groceries, the little mini brand groceries, although not mini brand, but what are they called? Wacky packages that GC Loretto sent as a gift. And so we were showcasing those. Those were fun. Although, Liz, I knew we weren't going to get any screen grabs or screenshots. As long as GC Laredo was here, I was happy to entertain it. That mini brand stuff is cheap. My daughter's bought some of those in the past. Yeah, cool Bama guy. On sale, I'm fine with. But full price, absolutely not. The miniatures, I'm fine with. But, I mean, as long as the stickers are not removed. The actual store, the setup, like the play set, cheap as heck. Brother Bill ordered the full-size version of the C64 Mini. V64 should be here tomorrow. Brother Bill, I considered it, but it's the space. I ended up, I don't know if I told you this. I may have mentioned it in passing, Brother Bill. I thrifted the the C64 Mini. It was last year. I saw it. I'm like, whoa, it's only like $7. So I grabbed it. 99 piglets of beer on the wall. 99 piglets of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 98 piglets of beer on the wall. Thank you. I'll stick to my regular beer. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. I'm asking if we have screen grabs. Are we ready to do some screen grabs? Are we ready? I got some stuff to showcase. I'm asking the mods. Avaline, great to see you. Missed the mini brands, Avaline. We were showcasing some little wacky packages from GC Laredo as a gift. The little wacky packages. A lot of fun. You just missed it. I guarantee tonight Jedi is going to be setting up the grocery store, and if she's going to set up the groceries, at least clean up the stairwell. Please. 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 And I know Diana's listening in the background. I like that you can emulate a C64 and a VIC-20 in the full-size version. See, that'd be pretty cool. I'd like to trip down memory lane, Brother Bill. It's just, I'm not sure how much mileage I would get from either one of them. As fun as it is to do and play with, I'm just not the same. I don't have the space. or wouldn't necessarily accommodate the space for a full-on C64. So a Mini made sense to me. She's already cleaned it and loves the store. Well, it doesn't matter. The store is still cheap. It's don't waste the money. I'm warning everybody. 3D print your own. You're better off 3D printing your own. Because the store is just flimsy as hell. Pirates of the Piglips. Yes, yes. Oh, there we go. See, that's much better. The mini items, the 3D printed mini brand shelf. That's so much better. That's not flimsy at all. Or it doesn't seem to be flimsy. Seems to be thicker. Big fan. Those are much better. I get it. You always got to take space into consideration. Well, I don't have, like, you know, I don't have a work area. I don't really have a full-on garage. You know, maybe one day a dream would be to have kind of an open warehouse space. Not just for, you know, printing stuff and making stuff. But for that, it would I couldn't just have it be me. It would have to be me and a team that doesn't exist. And that may be in the cards at some point in the future. But for now, it's just me. So I can't justify the extra space, and I can't justify the extra cost. So like a work-like environment, you know? And I'm not there. I know other people are, but I'm definitely not there. Chris gives up life in the tech industry and opens a 3D printing shop at the mall. No, I'm not going to do that. Thank you, Fucho, for trying to throw off all those drops. Thank you so much. Going to bed early. Oh, nice, big sports fan. That's a luxury. Wish I could. Looked up mini brands, kind of dig it. It's pretty cool. They work as, like, we have Star Wars, like, the larger action figures, they would work as those items. Or the Star Wars dolls, they would work for those items. Like, that's the kind of scale. They have to be large, though, to accommodate the brand portion of the stickers. But beyond that, not as well. Okay, I'm gonna jump over because I have not heard a confirmation. Text-to-speech should be working. Everything should be working. Desktop audio was working. They're cool. Like, it depends on what you want to collect. It depends on what you're looking for in terms of that kind of stuff. You know, we're nowhere near being a completist because they're kind of pricey. For what you get, they're really kind of pricey. Thank you, Krusty, for the cheer.
Krusty 3D cheered X100. Have you ever had a dream that you had, you could, you'll do, you want, you could do so, you will do, you could you want them to do you so much you could do anything?
Oh, Liz said yes. I didn't see it in chat. I wasn't watching back channel. We're going to pause drops for a second because I have some stuff to show you, including this. This is a training remote. Hang on, let me hold it right. Let me hold it properly. There we go. This is a training remote that I 3D printed. Downloaded from thangs.com. This is you remember I finished it or started it yesterday, finished it last night during the stream, and glued the two halves together. You print the two halves and then glue it together, and then it makes a training ball. So Jedi now has a training ball to play with Grogu. I also got a new AT-AT driver. Now I know you're saying, Chris, you already had an AT-AT driver. No, you don't understand. This is the AT-AT driver I had. This is the AT-AT driver that I had before, and this is the new AT-AT driver that was acquired, right? And by the way, both of them have... Let me try this again. Both of them have butt rubs. That's what they call butt rubs, right there. The rubbing of the paint off the butt. And I know what you're thinking, Chris. Two AT-AT drivers. You know, this one's... They're definitely beater condition, not great condition. But one that's in decent condition I also have. I have not one, not just one, not just two, not just 4, 5, 6. Hang on just a second. Hang on. Give me a second. I've got to show everybody. Hang on. 3 AT-AT drivers. We have 3 AT-AT drivers. everybody. 3. 1, 1, a 2, a 3. 3 AT-AT drivers. 3. All vintage, all 1980, all HK, COO. But the best one, this one's in really good condition. These two, definitely worse for wear, but you know, still not bad. Yes, honey. What about it?
What's pus?
Pus is when you get infected, and you know how it's sometimes. Well, I don't know if you've ever had it, but like it gets sore. It's basically your blood cells kind of stacking up, and it's an infection. It's the infected part that's like a liquid. You don't have to deal with it. You won't have to deal with it for another few years. 1 for Loyal. Loyal, I might trade you. Might trade you an AT-AT driver. If you need an AT-AT driver, Loyal Moses, I'm asking you. Throwing it out there. She popped away so quickly. Aveline French. Came here to say you've had mayo and wet dog food on a banana for charity? Oh my god. Not in a million years for me. Ugh. I have a Would You Rather. I will check it out. Thank you, Wink Patty, for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow, right around 6 p.m. Pacific or beyond. In our Kid Speaks, puss is the icky stuff that leaks out of a cut. Yes. Well, I try to describe it best I can. Thank you for seeing Jedi's shirt. By the way, I also 3D printed this. This is a Gerpel BB droid. It's printed in place, so this part spins. So this has been printed. What would Loyal Moses need to pay for the AT-AT driver? I'm not going to charge him. I'm not. I'm going to trade him. I'll say I'll trade you 1 AT-AT driver for a Hammerhead and a Greedo or something crazy. It's like dupes. You got to trade dupes, right? But an AT-AT driver's worth a lot to me.
Does this say Pus Pop?
It says Pus Pop, yes. Glad we're talking about this tonight. So I got those. I'm not done. Loyal sent me on this mission. Blake Nerdy, first time chat. Thank you, by the way, for following. Welcome to the Play Shop, or at least thank you for piping up. Asking how do we get the dual or triple color 3D prints? You can do it multiple ways, right? So you can have a printer that is able to accommodate multiple spools of filament at the same time. Or you can do something where when you slice it, like if I only have like the ability to only extrude one filament color at a time, I could swap filament colors at different layers. That's another. So there are 2 ways effectively of doing it. That's the easiest way of saying it. So right now, this filament color, it shifts from purple to gold because that's the filament. It's both purple and gold. It's one filament. Versus me changing at a certain layer height. Hang on, let me grab it. I printed this BB-8 right here at a certain layer height as it was printing. So I went from white to orange to white. This BB-8. So there are several ways of doing it. Several ways of doing it, Blake Nerdy. Several ways. Now, I also have something else I might be able to trade with Loyal. These all need to be cleaned up. I also need to remember that I've got to tweet this guy. What do we do? Everybody who's been with us for a while, what do we do at the end of every show here on Twitch? Gerbil has to be your favorite filament? Yeah, I can understand why. I don't disagree. It's been fun. Thank you, Capturing Momentsicle, for the cheers there. You've been watching me since the Tech Talk days. Oh, eons ago. Tech Talk. Wait, Tech Talk would have been... That would have been, God, late 90s? Early 2000s? Tech Talk? Wait, unless you're talking about Geeking Out with Jerry? Either way. Do I only trade with Loyal? No, Darth Gallum, I will trade with others. But you gotta understand, like, one of these is worth, like, 4 others. Seriously, like, an AT-AT driver to me, I know it sounds weird, is worth, like, so much more than just the standard figure. I don't know if I could do a 1-to-1. I don't know. Like, it's just, the AT-AT driver has a special place in my heart. Very special place. So, I could trade with more. You do not need an AT-AT driver, Darth Gallum, fair enough. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do with the we raid? That's right, Stone Monkey Research. Does Tech TV ring a bell? What do you think about that? Nah, not really. I don't think I know about that one. I think it was maybe on a cable network that I could never get because they didn't have it available. Okay, so what do we Tusken Raid. We Tusken Raid. So what do I got? I got a Tusken Raider. Well, I'm sorry, hang on. I have two Tusken Raiders. No, wait, I'm sorry. Hang on. I have 3 Tusken Raiders. No, I'm sorry. I have 4 Tusken Raiders. No, wait. I have 5 vintage Tusken Raiders. I have 6 Tusken... No. 7 vintage Tusken Raiders. 1 with a vinyl cape. Denise, you remember. You know. These are definitely beater condition. No hollow cheek, though, unfortunately. At least, let me check. Let me just double check. No, my definitive Tusken Raider is a hollow cheek Tusken Raider. 1 vinyl. Let's see if I can hold these okay. They are multiplying. I have a village. Yeah, Krusty is right, Denise. You missed dinner. Hang on. A whole army of raiders. We have a village. Not an army. We have a full-on village. Let's see if I can hold these up such that Liz can get a screen grab of the village. The village sand people. Right. There we go. Ah! There we go. I've got 7. There we go. There you go, Liz. 7 Tusken Raiders. We are ready. We are the best raiders on Twitch. Why? Because, there you go, a little closer. We are the Tusken Raiders. We Tusken Raid. That's what we do. That's what we do. Got a pretty good deal on this, in my humble opinion. Got a really good deal on this. So, 7 Tusken Raiders. Sarah's all jealous. Although, I gotta admit, Sarah, I'm a little jealous of your Wicket the Ewok stuffy. Because your Wicket has a cowl. Our Wicket, when I thrifted it, did not have a cowl. Which is disappointing. The only cowled Ewok stuffy that we have is the Princess Nisa. That one is cowled. But we got our Tusken Raiders ready to raid tonight. All of them. Well, maybe not all of them, but like these 7. So I thrifted them as a set, right? Like someone had 7 of them. I have more raiders than Oakland. Good one. Good one. Oh, Marvelous Bricks. Is Marvelous Bricks 3D printing? Interesting. Give me a moment here. I want to make sure. These Tusken Raiders need cleaned. They do. No problem, Liz. No rush. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the support. Liz has been great. Liz has always been great. Let me go ahead and flip back to the normal view, though. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. Hang on, Liz. I got one more. I got a couple more things, Liz, if you don't mind. It does have a cowl. We'll have to see if we can find you one. Westery 1, good luck. Finding the cowl is going to be a challenge. That's difficult. Finding the item, easy. Finding the cowl, more challenging. The things that could have been removed usually got removed because kids like, oh, I'm going to remove the cowl, and then it's gone. That's why I'm like so like very adamant. Like, do not remove the cowl. Did I see Amisha's got a Jawa Build-A-Bear? Yeah, we did, Krusty. We got a Jawa, or Jedi got a Jawa Build-A-Bear for her birthday last year. Even has the little sound effect in there, too. Last thing we collected was Porg. Mitch wanted all the Porg. Yeah, the Porg were collectible. We have a Porg, Denise, in our car. I got one cheap on Five Below. So for $5, I got a Porg in the window. Wicket hangs out with vintage life-size Scooby-Doo and the new Grogu. We ended up Westery 1. I thrifted really all the vintage figurines of the Playhouse. Like Jedi has the Wicket the Ewok treehouse set that she's played with, including a couple of the quote unquote horses and a few of the figurines. I swear we have other figurines. They're probably in storage, but I ended up collecting all the Wicket the Ewok figurines, which is amazing to have. I ended up getting, I think there were 9 of them total, and I got all 9. Blake Nerdy asks, estimated, how much do you think your collection's worth? I don't care, because by the time it's appraised, I'll be dead. I'm just enjoying the ride. You know, I gotta work my fingers to the bone. Well, not manual labor, my brain. I have to work my brain to the bone. Can I say it that way? I have a there's something called the spoon theory. And the spoon theory is that you only have so many spoons in a day. And when you run out of spoons, you're done. And my current roll takes up all my spoons. Every one of them. All of them. Done. I wake up, my spoons are gone. They're gone. Completely gone. Decimated. I have no more spoons. Look up the spoon theory. That is my week. Those are my weekdays. I have to do that. It's challenging in a completely different way, but I have to do that. In order for me to enjoy the things that I enjoy, I have to do the things I need to do. Because if it didn't happen, no one would be responsible. No one. It's either me or nobody. That's it. That's the whole structure there. When it comes to Star Wars, everyone seems to hate the prequels. I never understood as I like the prequels. What do you think of the prequels? I think the prequels are fine, but it's all Star Wars to me. Entertainment is relative, dude. You can't point to, like, empirical evidence and say, oh, the prequels suck. Well, that's your feeling, right? Think the only figures worth money are in the box. Denise, that's not true. There are some from the last 17 that are definitely worth a lot more, even loose. They're worth more if they're in a box or in the packaging, but they're not the only ones worth money. Some modern, depending on how available they were or are, could be worth more. Will Jedi sell your collection off? If so, Stone Monkey Research, I will haunt her. I will haunt her. I want Jedi to open up I mean, she's going to pursue her own stuff. I don't think that she's going to follow. She's not going to follow my footsteps. I mean, if she did, I'd be happy. If she ended up becoming a creator, I'd be happy. And streaming and doing this kind of thing and built her whole career doing the things that I did in the beginning and kind of pioneer. Not to be, extreme about it, but pioneering, creating, which I did. We're at a different stage. And so if I'm able to pass the mantle to her and have her do that, I think she's cut out for it. I really do. And to help her succeed where I would have failed, that's as good as I could expect it. Whether it's Star Wars or not, I think Star Wars is always going to be a part of her life. Whether or not, she rejects it, abandons it, it's not for me to decide. My hope is to be able to have it, be this part of her life that she recognizes brings wisdom. Like all this wisdom that so many people overlook. They look at Star Wars as entertainment, and it isn't. I mean, yes, it is, but like, there's so much more to it. There's tremendous depth to what Star Wars puts out there, just like Star Trek, even though they're not the same. But there's so much beyond entertainment value, so many lessons that can be learned and carried forward. So I don't know, but if I'm dead, I don't care. Am I drinking the geek juice? I don't know. What's geek juice? I didn't squeeze any geeks. She might need to sell some of your stuff to pay for college. Well, I don't know how college is going to be. I mean, college, I think, is going to be in a different role by the time she's ready to go. And my feeling is if she wants college, that she has to earn it. Whether it's scholarships or whether it's earning her way through college, I think that's critical. I'm a big believer in the premise of if you want something, earn it. If it's handed to you, it means nothing. It's like, it was handed, I don't care. It's a gift, I don't care. Versus when you earn it, it means something more. My college education was a mix, and I'd have no problem doing the same thing with Jedi, making it a mix. I would not want to have her incur debt. Certainly, I would not want her to go that direction, but want her to earn it and expect that she's going to earn it. Otherwise, it's going to mean nothing. You didn't earn it. It was given to you. There's a difference between having something handed to you and you don't have to work for it versus having to earn it. It means more. Like, when I look around at everything that I've earned, at everything that I've done, no one can take that away from me. You know, it's a possession, right? It's a physical item. Yeah, you can take this away from me, but you can't take away from the fact that I earned it. It's like the you know, the one thing they can't take away from you is your education, right? They can't take it away. You've had that education. But I feel for a child or a teenager to value, or an adult to value their education, they need to work for it. They can't just say, oh, they can't just have, oh, here you go. It's paid for. Just do it. Do your best. I don't know. My feeling is, if you want something, you're going to drive towards doing it. And you're going to do it. You're going to see it through to completion. My feeling is if you hand someone a gift, they're never going to recognize that gift. They're never going to value that gift for its full weight. Westry1, thank you for backing me on this. Exactly. You can't take away what you earn. So many people are just expected. They're like, oh, give it to me. Give me. Like this entitled, kind of perspective, this very bratty type of behavior. I'm not naming any names, not calling anybody out in particular, right? But it's just this sense of entitlement that is just, it angers me. It angers me. I'll say that. It angers me that so many people expect to just, here, give it to me. I showed up, therefore I deserve it. I'm like, whoa! Back the truck up, dude. Like, what have you done to earn this? What have you done? What time have you put in? What effort have you put in? What thought have you put in? What planning have you put in? And like I said, I look all around me, and I know what I did, and I know what I had to do to get what it is that I have, to earn what it is that I might have earned. And I feel that's an important that's just as important a lesson to learn, especially in collegiate years, as it is to learn what you might have learned in the classroom. Because you're going to learn how to do one thing or another with your discipline, right? You know, the whole process, et cetera, et cetera. But if you don't earn that grade, if you don't... by the way, I think grades are kind of outmoded too. I'm a big believer in experience. So if you don't earn that experience, if Jedi just, walks in and she's got like 500 followers, she didn't earn it. If she earned it, it's something more. I want to give her a leg up. I want to say, hey, Jedi, you ready to go? Great. What do you want to do? What do you want to try? Here's some pitfalls. Let's try to plan. Let's try to do this. These are things you got to watch out for. And maybe she could be an apprentice of sorts, because I've had the experience to know I've made this mistake. I've made so many mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. Do it this way. Try it this way. Think about it this way. Structure it this way. So that she may start off with a leg up because people know me, right? And she gets the runoff. But ultimately, she has to build her own name. She has to build her own endeavor. And that means something more. Because I'll tell you, if I hand someone 500 followers, it's great. But if someone earns those 500 followers, that's even more amazing. I absolutely want to be a part of her journey. I absolutely want to, bolster her journey. Absolutely. Jerry 3DHP, thank you for popping in. I don't know how we got off on this topic, but shout out to Jerry. He's streaming here on Twitch. Glad to see him streaming on Twitch. Darth Gallum notes, that is awful nowadays in schools. I'm sure it is. Plus it puts value to it for the person who earned it. Exactly. I'm saying just earn it. If you want something, and this is something I've told her over and over again, she'll say something like, I want blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you want something, earn it. If you want to be good at something, earn it. You can't just fart around and just mess around and say, oh, I want this, that, and the other thing. Gimme. And I'm not saying that Jedi does that. She's a child, right? I'm not throwing her to the wolves. I would never do that. I'm there to support, but at some point, she's got to learn to stand on her own 2 feet. And I'm a big believer in that. And I personally believe the sooner she realizes that she needs to drive her own destiny, the better off she'll be. I believe that. I'm there to support. I'm there to protect. I'm there to prepare. But I don't believe in setting it up such that she won't fail. I think setting it up so that she can try to succeed is better than keeping her from failure, because failure is a part of life. And anybody who doesn't recognize that, anybody who would tear someone down for having tried and failed, has never understood success in their life. Ever. It's ignorant. It's ignorant. Because they've never done it. They've never gone through the process. So I want to be able to provide her the ability to get to what she wants to get to, but I expect her to do the work. I'm not going to hand it to her. I'm not. I'll help her, but she's got to do the work. I'm a big believer in that. Big believer. Huge believer. Because I only have what I have, not because it was given to me. What I have today, no one gave me. And that's not to say that my parents wouldn't have done that if they were in the position to give me what they could have given me. They couldn't. They're in a different position. I earned it. I worked for it. You can't take that away from me. That's something that's very powerful. If you want to know true power and true empowerment, it's having earned something. Everything that I'm able to do now, it's because I've earned. It's not because the things that I'm doing now, not always easy. Many things that I do, not easy. Very taxing. They take away all my spoons. But I only got to this point because I earned it. I earned respect. I earned the stature. I earned the position. I earned this this particular role that I might have. And if Jedi is going to learn that, it ain't going to be because I'm like, well, here you go. Oh, you want to go to college? Paid for. I think we'll have to get creative. But I do believe that there's going to be, I'm not going to say 50-50, but I think there's going to be a very weighted proposition by which Jedi earns her way through that education to better understand the value of earning something and self-reliance, because she's on the line. Her future's on the line, not mine. I can set her up for success all I want, but unless she's going to walk through that door, doesn't do any good. She's got to earn it. I'm a big believer in that. And honestly, I think that's the best way to set up a child for success. Let them fail. Or let them recognize that it's on them. It's on their shoulders. I will never ask her to do something I don't believe she's capable of doing. I won't. And I'll push her too. That's a very dad thing to do, I think. But I'll push her. I will let her a little further. Don't rest on your laurels, dude. Come on, keep going. You've done that before. Let's keep going. Let's master the next level, because this is child's play, right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going, because that's the only way a child's ever going to see a chance to succeed. Because when you get into the real world, you got to play by different rules. You got to, and there's a way to live by your own vision, right, and to drive your own destiny. But if you want to drive your own destiny, you still got to play by the rules. There are rules you got to play by. I am not a big believer in consolation prizes. I'm not a big believer in you just showed up, congratulations, here's your medal. No, it was never that. I'm Gen X. And I've learned this. TikTok showed me just how tough Gen X is. What came after Gen X? What's after Gen X? I'm so far behind on chat, it's not even funny. Gen X was very self-reliant. Gen X learned how to be tough. Gen X learned how to rely on our own devices to be able to get done what needs to get done. We're tough. We're very tough. And don't you think that's not going to have an impact on everything that we see around us? And don't think that's going to have any impact on the children that we raise. Because I'm not a big believer in letting that kind of stuff slide. I understand when it's time to give in and give up. I understand when it's time to cede and to admit failure and to recognize where you failed and try to move forward to find your pathway to success. And that's also a tough lesson to learn. But they're never going to learn it if you do it for them. A child is never going to learn, this is my humble opinion, a child's never going to learn if you fail for them. A child's never going to learn if you're constantly helicoptering. A child's never going to learn if you're just fixing the problems for them. They're never going to learn. Ever. Ever. What they're going to learn is how to rely on you instead of rely on themselves. It's important to rely on other people for when you need help, but you got to rely on yourself first. Because if you don't rely on yourself first, you're helpless. You're always relying on other people to help you find where you need to go. You got to find your own path. So that's the type of value I want to instill. Whether Jedi decides to pursue a path in higher education, which I think is admirable, or decides to forego it, fine, but set the stage for success. I have no preconceived notions. If she wants to pursue a higher education, it may be differently defined by the time she gets to that point. I'm planning for it, but I'm also expecting that she's going to put in not a hefty amount, not to the point where it would put her further behind. That would be my job to protect her. But where she's got skin in the game, because you ain't got no skin in the game. It's a gift. I'm like, I'm sorry, but your life was a gift. You got to do something with it. But you got to do something with it. If you're fully capable of doing something, you can do it. If I believe you can do something, it's because I see something in you maybe you don't see. There are many things that other people see in me that I don't see. I'm not saying that's a parental-child relationship. But if you don't empower that person to believe in themselves, and they're constantly relying on other people to believe in them, they're never gonna have any self-worth, never gonna have any self-confidence, never gonna have any self-determination. They're always gonna be reliant on other people. And I'm sorry, that's not how I want Jedi to be. That's not the best for her. The best for her is for her to stand on her own 2 feet. For her to tell me one day what she believes in. And to stand and tell me, this is why. This is my conviction. This is what I believe in. We can disagree. We can completely disagree. But if she believes that, and she's faced those convictions, and she's had those convictions challenged, fine. Because I guarantee we don't see eye to eye now. I have my beliefs, and I have the reasons I have my beliefs. People challenge my beliefs all the time. I'm like, this is why I believe this. This is why. Let me tell you why. I don't know if that's an Italian thing to do. I don't know if that's a dad thing to do. I don't know if it's an adult male thing to do, but it's just true. Hey, Eric, Abernathy music. I am so far behind on chat, it's not even funny. You get me going on a topic like this, and I will just go. So either I'm going to see people hating me or supporting me here. The Zolon, good to see you. Shout out. Can we get a shout out to the Zolon? He was streaming earlier today. I didn't have a lot of time. I was kind of caught up. Love watching you. Taught me so many good lessons. I've taught you so many good lessons. When you're feeling blue, you perk me up. Well, Blake Nerdy, that's not what I intend to do, but happy to do it. Oh, do I have anything else to show? Oh my God, I've like totally. Yes, I did have other things to show. Oops. I'm so far behind on chat. That's the reason why all the chat was gone out of the stream. Provide the tools for Jedi's education. They have to earn their stripes with the School of Hard Knocks. Yeah, I agree. Be there to support them. Know me 3 notes. The more one gives them, the worse they get too. I believe that. Agreed. Only one thing I don't agree is with parents who urge their kids to take out these huge loans for college. Yeah, Distorted Pixels, I'm with you there. I would not wish that. I'd say no, work towards scholarships. Earn those scholarships. Get it. Work to pay off some of these loans that we're doing, and then I'll see through to the rest. I don't believe in straddling or strapping a young adult with debt. I don't. Failure is a part of life. You have to fail to succeed. Totally agree, Nimblebits. Totally agree. And the people who don't understand that have never succeeded. Lestat also agrees with me. No participation awards. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a big believer in that. The Zolon says, Gen X here, and I didn't see adults. Silent Gen, Baby Boomers, Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z. Oh, so Millennials are the next. Oh, I didn't see adults, parents, unless I was in trouble. Practically raised myself. So the Zolon, you totally get it. Westery 1 totally gets it too, Gen X. Sorry if I'm skipping some chats. Distorted Pixel says, my mom said her job wasn't to keep us from making mistakes, was to keep us from making any life-altering mistakes. Yeah, Distorted Pixels, I see it the same way. I see it the same way. Like, let Jedi make mistakes. Tell her, like, hey, these are the consequences to your actions. But ultimately, you got to decide, like, this is why I said what I said. Are you going to do that again? Are you going to fart or, you know, whatever it is you're doing, are you going to do that again? There's a reason I said what I was saying. And it wasn't because I was just blowing smoke. My parents gave me an education. Only rule was progress further to college or get a job. Kieran Clark, I think that's respectable. Liz says, my dad laid out a lot of risks, drugs, relationships, etc. And then he said, I trust you to make good decisions. It worked. Eric Abernathy empowers me to become a master 3D printer assembly technician. Nope, not there. I'm not interested in that. Thank you, Eric Abernathy Music. The little Twitter shorts I've been making, I haven't done them as daily as I was doing. I may get into it again. I mean, the problem is I'm not sure how many people are paying attention. Coda120 says, Gen X, parents put a key around your neck about the 5th grade, and you had to figure it out from there. Yeah, that's accurate. That is accurate. Very accurate. Old Ronnie Cat says, my parents were like, if you want something, you must earn it, so work hard for what you want. That's what I'm saying. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Wait, hang on. I think Liz is still here, so let me do a couple other screen grabs. Let me hold it up. This is a not to shift gears. We'll keep talking about this. Trust me. But I got a Queel credit collection. I'm glad I opened this box, because the other one I don't know if I'm going to open, because it's kind of Schrodinger's box, because the box is sealed. But this is a Queel credit collection, so this will go in the credit collection. I have to open the Grief Karga credit collection too. I've got a duplicate. This is the Queel. That one. And then I got one more thing, Liz. I have a Luke Skywalker with Grogu. This is the final of the 5 that I needed to get for the new Valentine's. The Luke Skywalker with Grogu. My 2 dads. Luke Skywalker and Mando. Din Djarin. I'm not even close to being complete with Star Wars pops at all. I never will be. Ever. I have no inclination. But I only needed one of these, so I got that. The Valentine stuff. Jedi's got some Valentine stuff out, which is pretty cool. I don't know. She saw some of the new Valentine's pops, but she really didn't say anything about it. All right, Liz, I think that's it. As Liz is completely fallen asleep. So Retro Pit Stop says, TBF, if one has the motivation to get one, keep studying and practicing and getting better, ACT or SAT score can go a long way to getting a scholarship. But yeah, it takes a lot of work. But I think that's kind of the point, what he's saying, if you put the effort and try instead of just, here's your check. Retro Pit Stop, that's exactly what I'm saying. That is precisely what I'm saying. That is the point. Put in the work. Put in the effort. Just showing up is not enough. If just showing up was enough, everybody would have a job that paid 6 figures, 7 figures a year, if that was enough. It isn't. In the real world, here's the deck. You got to deal. Here's the deal, right? You got to play the cards that you got. That's it. This is your hand. You play the hand that's been dealt you. That's it. And some of us have different hands. This is my hand, right? This is the hand I've got to play. And I got to play it best I can, right? In this game of life. Jedi's got a hand. Jedi's got a leg up. I'll say that. I've prepared and I've planned enough that Jedi's got a leg up. But that doesn't mean it's going to be, here, Jedi, here's an ace. Oh, you need a king too? Here's a king. Oh, you're looking for a queen? Oh, let me share my queen. Play your hand. How far can you get along? Strategy, how far you can get along. All right, well, here's what you got. Let's play it this way. Here's the best you might be able to do. Play it this way. I'm here to back you up. You're not gonna go. You're not gonna go. You know, cut. What's the best? I don't know if the metaphor will stretch, but you know, basically be there to support her hand. The Zolan notes work, effort, progress, not suffer, struggle, be held down. Yeah, I agree. I don't want to see her struggle, but I want to see her work. Wouldn't any parent worth their salt, wouldn't they want to see their child work? I know some people say, oh, I don't want my children to work. I'm like, I don't know if that creates a better citizen. Don't know if that creates, you know, someone who appreciates what most people have to go through in society as it stands. I'm not saying that society isn't broken. I think it is broken. Still got to play by society's rules. Tightrope and safety net. That's a good way to frame it, Retro Pit Stop. Good to see you, Asgardian Wookiee. Horde 7. I've seen a lot of issues arise with people who grew up spoiled as Jedi spoiled. I would hope not. I mean, she's a child. She's 7 years old, so like inevitably, she doesn't have to do much. The hardest thing she might have to do is pay attention in school right now. It'll get harder for her. It will be more of a challenge for her. I would like to see her move to more of an apprenticeship at some point, a more traditional school environment. There's a local school, a high school, where you don't go through traditional classes, but you learn by working on projects and with mentoring. I think that would be very, very helpful for her. Hey, Unlucky Stick, got your first 3D printer today. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Krusty 3D still hung up on the movie titles. Forest Pig Lips. That is quite a visual there. That is quite a visual. My hand was changed after the spinal cord injury, but I adapted and busted my butt and still do. My last album is titled Never Give Up. We have to roll with the punches. It's true. Like, if you don't face... I'm not even saying you should never, like, just thrust your child into adversity, you know, without that safety net, right? But you have to make... You have to set the stakes, and you have to make it very clear what the stakes are. Never give up. Never surrender. Because if you don't do that as a parent... especially when he or she has that safety net, then when they're out on their own and they don't have that character development and they don't understand, they're always going to be coming back to you. I'm like, I don't think that's what a parent should do. Even in the animal kingdom, right? You know, some parents will protect as far as they can, but ultimately that child becomes a parent themselves, and then they're on their own. And I feel with human endeavors probably more strongly than that. You know, give them the capacity to believe in themselves, to not give up in what it is that they're trying to do, to roll with the punches. And it's not going to be easy. You know, I think the pursuit of happiness is a good idea, but I think striving to constantly be happy is a big problem, at least in America. There's this twisted notion that you have to be happy all the time. I'm like, whoa, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? That's not how humans work. Moreover, happiness comes from within. If you're looking to other things to bring you happiness, it's not going to work. Life and stress and toil and turmoil, that will absolutely weigh you down. You can't be happy all the time. You can't smile all the time. And you know what? That's normal. The people who go around saying that you have to smile all the time and be happy all the time and not show stress and strain, they're the ones who are, in my humble opinion, they're the ones who have problems. They don't accept reality. They try to twist reality in such a way that they believe that everyone has to be happy all the time. I'm like, yeah, no. That life is free of stress and strain, and you have to deal with stress and strain in a perfect way. I'm like, nope. Nope. Not how it works. Hey, Darth Gallum. Good to see you, and good night to you. Many people from broken homes succeed because they have no other choice than to put in the work. I believe it, and I respect it. I respect it entirely. Not No Good asks, do I think social media highlight reels skew people's perspectives? Do I think? I know. Like, there's this idea that people project this perfect life into social media, and then other people see it and like, oh, well, so-and-so is perfect, and so-and-so is great, and so-and-so is always happy, and so-and-so is this. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know anything about them. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You have no idea what they got to deal with. The grass is always greener on the other side. Always. Always. So I believe that this falseness that social media sets people up to believe in is dangerous. You don't know them. Moreover, you don't know if they're looking at your life and thinking the same thing you're thinking about theirs. That's what's twisted. They may be jealous of you as you're jealous of them. You don't know. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know. All you know is the work that you've put in. Asgardian Wookiee says, you're a wonderful person, Chris. Positive with you guiding her. Jedi will grow up to be an incredible adult. Well, that's my goal.
They wouldn't guided my stream with 9 viewers.
So, not to shift gears, but we got a raid by the Y-Wing guy. Sorry, I said that wrong. I apologize. That Y-Wing guy, who, by the way, is the Y-Wing guy. He is. So, that Y-Wing guy, what were you streaming tonight? Let me ask first. Second, were you 3D printing something? Were you, that's actually related to the first question. Were you VR gaming? Which I can't do because I get motion sick. Let me show you something. I've got some pickups here. That Y-Wing guy I think will appreciate. These are not quite Y-Wing pilots. They are got some vintage AT-AT drivers. These are like my favorite vintage Star Wars figures ever because my first vintage Star Wars figure, and I mean vintage, true vintage, like Kenner Star Wars figure was an AT-AT driver. For real. Streaming frame drops? Oh no! That's not good. That's no fun. Sorry about that Y-Wing guy. I also have, and you want to talk about raids, here in this community, we Tusken raid. So I got 7 Tusken Raiders here. These are vintage Tusken Raiders. Only one has a vinyl cape. I haven't checked their country of origin here. But thank you, Esri Aaron, for following, and Commander Door. Welcome to the Play Shop. My name is Chris Perillo. That Y-Wing guy may have better staged what it is I do here. I just chat. I geek out. I was talking about raising my child in my belief system, in empowering her to believe in herself and to see things through. To prepare her for life. So, Esrona58, shout out to Shannon there, Esrona58. That's what we were just talking about. But earlier we were geeking out about Star Wars stuff, my vintage figures. I also 3D print things every day. To the new followers here, at least Esri Aaron and Commander Door, I 3D print something every day. Usually it's Star Wars related. Even right now, I'm 3D printing in this Gerpel filament, gold purple. This is an Emperor's Royal Guard that I scanned in using an iOS app. I painted the visor, but earlier today I printed a 3D printed a print-in-place BB-8. I do trinkety 3D prints. I don't do like full-on helmets. I don't do the big stuff. This is just a Prusa Mini. Calling your provider, getting them to send you a new router. That Y-Wing guy, I wish you well. I wish you luck. Good luck with that. So I do a lot of stuff around here, but it's usually chatting and interacting. The general go and flow of the show kind of rhymes. I guess it did rhyme. Go, flow, show. I was an English major in college. I think that shows. Is typically based upon what people are saying in chat and how they're kind of guiding the conversation. Brother Bill says, at Chris, I agree with you. As a parent, you have a responsibility to prepare our children for the real world. But on the other hand, I earned everything I got philosophy of us Gen Xers has the unintended byproduct of causing some to think that you're not a success. It is that person's fault. Well, see, that's the thing. If you stage it such that when someone fails, it's not a failure. If you stage a failure as a learning opportunity, you can find your way to success. Okay, what are you going to do different next time? All right, this didn't work. What are you going to do differently next time? It's a learning opportunity. It's not just failure and you're left to your own, right? It doesn't feel good to fail. But if you can turn that failure into a success or see your way to a success, to me, that's the linchpin, Brother Bill. Yeah, that's the linchpin. Oh, just recycle it. That's the linchpin. To be able to say, yeah, you fell down. Yeah, you scraped your knee. Yeah, this was not a prime result. But what are you going to do differently next time? Get up. Always get up. Even that lesson was shared by Luke Skywalker in this week's amazing The Book of Boba Fett episode. Like, outstanding, to the point where we talked about this for like 2 hours last night. Get up. Always get up. If you fall down, get up. Get up. And if we don't teach our children to get up, they're always going to stay down. And they're always going to feel such that they failed and they're never going to be able to succeed. I'm like, no. Failure brings you that much closer to success. You made a mistake. Fine. People make mistakes. Get up. Try it again. Do it again. Do it differently. Recognize where you failed. See where you failed. And you're that much closer to succeeding. I think that's the lesson, Brother Bill. Commander Doors asking what I'm printing. I apologize. I got kind of caught up. I am 3D printing a low poly Darth Vader. So the low poly Darth Vader looks a lot. I mean, it is this. This is what I'm printing right now. Although obviously not in red, but a low poly Vader in Gurple, gold purple. I don't think it's gonna stand up again, but oh well. Thank you for the follow, Art from Linus. Welcome to the Play Shop. What's the wackiest food you've eaten? You're curious? I had crickets. I've had snail. The reason we were asking about wacky foods earlier is because I got some wacky package toys from a follower and a supporter, a sub, GC Laredo, who's also a fan of Garbage Pail Kids like I am. So those would probably be the wackiest foods I've ever had. So anyway, thank you for following. Your winter's dinner was bofo that I ate last week. What's bofo? I don't even know what bofo is. Should I even ask? Brother Bill says, as a friend, as a parent, that is exactly what you impart to them. Thank you, Brother Bill, for the support. Thank you. Glad we see that the same way. Lestat says, I'm going to binge the series again after it's complete. Probably worth doing. Retro Pit Stop coughing up pig lips. Are you coughing up pig lips? Coda 120 ate pig lips. I can't do that anymore. I'm vegan now. Thank goodness. Never been happier to be vegan. Oh, Art from Linus. That's great. Linus. I said Linus. Linus. You're good, you. You're good. You're good. You're good. Did I get any new figures today? I got a whole bunch of old figures, which I love. Like the, wait, hang on. By the way, did Commander Door get their response? They may have popped out before I had a chance to reply. But I got a few Tusken Raider vintage figures here. So some vintage Tusken Raiders and some vintage AT-AT drivers. Like my favorite Star Wars figure ever is the AT-AT driver because it was like the first Star Wars figure I ever had. Literally the first Star Wars figure. So yeah. No, Linus was right the first time. Just roam around Twitch trying to make streamers giggle. Dude, it was good. You're good. Oh, I gotta keep my eye on you. Keep my eye on you. What is that? What's going on with that? How does that work? Exactly. Yeah, I showed it anyway. Asgardian Wookiee. You don't have to twist my arm to get me to show Star Wars stuff around here. That's for sure. Brother Bill says, my friend, my loved one, my friend falls down or fails. I want to impart the tools for them to succeed the next time. Exactly. And by the way, did we get a shout out for that Y-Wing guy? That Y-Wing guy is another streamer here on Twitch. I know he's done 3D printing in the past. I know he's done streaming with like VR and playing Squadrons, and probably other things as well. But definitely worth a follow if you're into that Star Wars kind of thing. So that Y-Wing guy, really appreciate it. He's probably not here because his internet was acting up, and I know how that goes. It sucks. It sucks big time. Big time. Big bada boom. Big bada boom. Would you be okay with Jedi wanting to pursue an underwater basket weaving, the stupid major of history, Asian and Egyptian dressmaking, or gender studies? Hang on. I don't think gender studies... First of all, let me say, I don't think any of those are stupid. Second of all, I definitely do not think gender studies are stupid. I was better informed. Here's the thing: the more you learn, the more you know. So I'm not going to call any of that stupid. I think that is it is undermining. It's undervaluing the expansion of discovery. And education very much is that path. So I don't care what you think about it. You may think it's not worth it. I think it's very worth it. I think any pursuit where you learn anything is worth that pursuit. It's worth the effort. Whether you agree with it or not, it's worth the effort. It's worth learning. It is absolutely worth learning, because the more you know, the greater perspective you have. Even if you go into it and out of it with the same belief system, you've expanded your horizons. How's that a problem? I mean, honestly, that's tantamount, like, to say that something's trash is tantamount to just writing it off as like invaluable in the sense that it's not valuable at all. I disagree. If she wants to do underwater basket weaving, hey, make a play for it. Do it. Do it the best you can. Be a straight A student if that's what you want to do. Don't just, hand what's handed to you. Do it. Be the best underwater basket weaver you can be. Don't just say, it's kind of, I'm thinking it's this because it's that. No. Do it to the best of your ability. And here's the thing. Let me go ahead and just impart some perspective here. I grew up differently than I am now. I guess I don't hold the same I don't hold the same values today as the culture that I grew up in. And I would definitely butt heads with Jedi if she were to pursue, I'm not going to say major, but if she were to have a different belief system than me. But if she's studied and she's earned those perspectives and she has those convictions, and she's had those convictions challenged to come out on the other end, you got to respect that. You got to respect, even if you disagree with someone. There's a difference between disagreeing with someone because what they're talking about is absolutely asinine with no foundation in reality, no basis in anywhere near logic or fact, like just completely beyond reason. That's one thing. I'm talking about having a diametrically opposed belief system, a structure. And I would respect that, even though I would disagree with it. Respect it if they had put forth that work and put forth that effort. And put their all into it. To believe that what they believe in that strongly. That's so strongly that even with me saying, yeah, but what about this, that, and the other thing? Their belief is steadfast. But they have to challenge their convictions. They have to have their convictions challenged, not just handed over to them. Not just, a faith by inheritance, right? This isn't genetic. Faith is not genetic. And when I say faith, I'm not just talking about religious concepts. I'm talking about, just fundamental belief systems, right? In how they see the world, how they perceive the world. My hope is to be able to introduce enough possibilities for her to understand that there's more than one way to skin a cat, if you will, right? And one of the reasons why I think Jedi is better for growing up the way she's growing up is Diana and I think about things very differently. Very differently, because we have different life experiences. Very differently. Jedi has a chance to see empathy, but she also has a chance to see, not a lack of empathy, accommodating feelings and not accommodating feelings. And she'll come out somewhere in the middle. And I think that's good. Because I think if you're raised in an environment where all you're doing is accommodating feelings, you're not going to succeed. And I also think if you're raised in an environment where you're not accommodating feelings, you're not going to succeed. But if you're raised with both, and I think if I can abstract the way that Diana approaches things and the way I approach things, I always saw that as a strength. Because I have very strong beliefs. And I make it. I'm going to say it. I'm like, this is what I believe. This is why I believe it. This is it. And this is why. I'm a big believer in that. And if that's all Jedi was exposed to, then, of course she would snap the other way. But she's been exposed to the opposite as well. So my hope is that she's able to vacillate and understand the value of doing it this way and the value of doing it that way. Because there's no wrong way. There's only your way, the way that you do things. So I see that as a strength. I see it as a strength is if she were to pursue something that maybe I don't agree with, right? Maybe I see it as not as valuable. If I can instill in her the skills that she would need to succeed with whatever she decided to pursue, I will have succeeded as a parent. I'm going to try to steer her to what I believe is going to be the most successful outcome, however she decides to go wherever she goes. Dad, I want to pursue a degree in project management, right? Great. Let's see if we can get you some experience. Dad, I want to pursue a degree in arts studies. Great. Let's get you some experience. Dad, I want to be a full-time streamer. Great. Let's get you some experience. Dad, I want to be this, that. Great. Let's get you some experience. Okay? Let's get you outside the classroom for a second. Let's get you the foundations, right? But, running away from knowledge is the worst thing. I would rather push someone to knowledge in whatever knowledge that happens to be than run from it. I think it's more shameful to push someone away from that. But I also believe in having a well-rounded individual. I don't think you should double down on one particular study or another. For example, Jedi, she enjoys dancing around, right? She enjoys moving. Get that. So, I think dancing, I'm sure in your future, not a problem there. But bolster that. Don't just be a one-trick pony. Acting, singing, dancing. You have those skills. Because if you only have one skill, you ain't going to get very far. You'll have one skill. You ain't got nothing to fall back on. As opposed to learning and gaining that discipline that's required. The discipline to not just, have the inclination and have that talent, but the discipline. It'd be one thing for me to have a talent to talk to people, right? But I have the discipline to be able to do this every night at 6 p.m. Pacific. That's my discipline. That's the discipline. The talent's one thing, but the discipline. You gotta learn the discipline. You gotta be able to stand on more than one leg. Stand on 3 legs. Take that foundation, take that seed and germinate it, right? Let it flourish, but do it in a structured way and do it in a way that skill is complemented by other skills. That's where you find success. That's where you learn more. That's where you stretch your boundaries. Rather than falling back on the comfort of this is what I know, this is what I love, this is what I can do. It's fine. That's a great foundation, but let's push it. Inevitably, I in front of the camera, it's always been natural for me. Doing all the other stuff, not so natural. But I had to learn it, and I've benefited from it. Doesn't mean I can do everything that I need to do. Absolutely. It doesn't mean I'm even interested in everything that I need to do. But I need to do certain things. And I need to complement the things that I'm comfortable with the things that I'm not comfortable with in order to grow, in order to flourish. It's looking beyond the skill sets that I have to be able to enable others that I've struggled to do my entire life. And to a certain degree, I've succeeded. To a certain degree. Not as much as I would have liked to have succeeded, but I have succeeded. In the sense that I've inspired others. And I don't mean that in a bombastic braggadocio kind of way. I mean, it's just true. You pop into chat and people say it all the time. Asgardian Wookiee notes, so always keep learning. Exactly. Liz said, when I was 12, friends of mine came to the house with a petition. My dad kept them an hour explaining their point of view, even though he agreed with him. Taught us a lot. Yeah, I believe it. Challenge your convictions. Challenge your convictions. What are we going to do tonight, Pinky? Same thing we do. Wait. What are we going to do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Pinky and the Piglips. Pinky and the Piglips. Kieran Clark. See. Here's me shifting gears. Kieran Clark says, learning the discipline and the wherewithal to do well at college is applicable in the real world, whatever you decide to do to succeed. That's my feeling. I feel that way strongly. Strongly. It all translates. It all translates. All of it. So, not that I intended on going down this path tonight. Trust me, it's just, the question was asked. I'm like, I'm gonna talk it through because these are the things I believe in. I don't know if you agree with me, disagree with me. I mean, I care, but at the same time, I have no problem speaking my mind. I have no problem telling people what it is that I believe. But these are things that I feel strongly about, and I've certainly, put a great degree of thought into. An immense amount of thought. Would I let Jedi pursue a useless degree? Hey, if it's her money, I don't care. If it's her money, I don't care. That's the way I look at it. Are you trying to drag ASCII art into this, Krusty? I don't know how well that's going to translate. I don't care. If it's her money, her decision. Now, if I'm involved, it's a different story. It's a different story. If I'm involved, I have a say. If I'm fronting the money, I have a say. And that doesn't mean like, I'm helping pay for, whatever the percentage happens to be for an education. Like, all right, well, here are the parameters. You're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. Otherwise, I'm backing out of the deal. You're going to maintain a B average, right? Let's be realistic. A average is impossible. I mean, it is possible, but like, you're going to maintain a B average. Okay, you're going to do this. You're going to have this job. You're going to do this. You're going to be an apprentice here. You can manage this. You can handle this. I'm not going to expect you to do something you can't handle, right? I'm going to make sure you're going to have all the tools you need to succeed. So I'm not going to say if she wants to pursue a major or do something, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say, all right, here are the caveats. Here's how we're going to stage it. Or let's game this out. How is that going to be applicable? You want to learn it? Great. Well, let's figure out how you can learn this in such a way that it's going to benefit you. Because just going through the exercise of learning something, like when you need to grow into something, it's a different story. Because I hate to say it, I'm going to try to empower Jedi so that she doesn't have to live at home. Isn't that what a parent's supposed to do? Hell, even a bird eventually has to kick the baby birds out of the nest. Like, you got to fly on your own, dude. I'm not saying that she's ready for that now. She's not even close to being ready for it. But, you start to get 18, 19, 20, 21, you got to start preparing for that inevitability. So I don't want to start her off in debt, but I want to say, all right, you want to do underwater basket weaving. How does that translate into skills that you're going to be able to use in life? How does that translate? Because I'm pretty sure we're going to butt heads. I guarantee Jedi, when she gets older, we butt heads now. We're going to continue to butt heads. You don't want to live by my rules? Fine, don't live by my rules. But if you want to live by your own rules, you got to live on your own. That's the only way to not play by my rules. Period. End of story. That's just the way it is. If you want something, earn it. Maybe you get gifted one thing or another. You can't get gifted skills. You got to earn those skills. You don't get gifted experience. You got to earn that experience. You want to call your own shots? Fine. I want you to call your own shots. I'm here. I'm here. You fall down? Fine. Gonna keep you. You got a skinned knee? Fine. Let's get it healed, but let's get you back up. Don't get up. Get back up. Grogu falls down. Got to get back up. Luke falls down. Got to get back up. Get back on that horse if you can. If not, let's figure out a next direction. She got to stand on her own. Got a safety net. But I don't want to live I will feel I will have failed as a father if she continues to use that safety net and falls back on it all the time. I'll feel I will have failed. That's the time right now I'm like, it's childish. You're raising someone. You're going to screw it up no matter what you do. That's the thing. Parents, you're going to screw it up. She's going to end up in therapy. He or she is going to end up in therapy no matter what you do. No matter what. You may walk the line and check all the boxes. They're going to end up in therapy. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's inevitable. Right? It's inevitable. So just assume that going into it. But I will feel I will have failed as a father if she's not able to stand on her own 2 feet. That's where I'm like, dude, you gotta stand on your own 2 feet, dude. What job have I done as a parent if you're constantly relying on me? Because I won't be around forever. Then what are you gonna do? I'm here today, but I won't be around forever. I'm not saying take advantage of me, but Learn how to deal. Learn how to operate. Learn how to stand on your own. I'm there. The foundation is there. So, Lars Zeus hates that Grogu was given an ultimatum. I love it. I'm serious. I mean, like, it's great. It was the perfect timing. The galaxy is not fair. I'm a big believer in reality. And Lars Zeus, it would have been so... honestly, I would have been upset if Luke said, go back to Mando. Here you go. Have a lightsaber in the Mandalorian. This is not a video game. It's a story, right? And for the story to be real, you gotta make choices. And those choices are not going to be easy. Choices in life are not easy. They're not. Grogu may not recognize the consequences to his actions, but he got consequences to his actions. That's my feeling. Field chart notes, when the child is self-sufficient, then the parents win. That's my feeling as well, Field chart. It's the long game. It's not the short game. It's the long game. And she'll see it. When she's old enough to pay her own bills, when she's old enough to have to call her own shots, when she's old enough to have to balance responsibilities, she'll understand. She may not understand it right now. She may not understand why my mind's a million miles away right now, why I may be physically present. She may not understand how I'm dealing with things right now. She may not. And I know she doesn't, because a 7-year-old brain just can't handle that. But she's not meant to. She doesn't need a job. She doesn't need to be responsible for a home. She doesn't need to be responsible for bills. She doesn't need to be responsible for herself. But she will. And then, one day, maybe in her 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, it's going to click. And it's going to go, I understand my dad. She doesn't understand me now. She will. She will understand me. It's not my job. It's not my position to force her to understand me now. I don't need to explain everything to her, because I can't. I can't be constantly present for her now, because I can't. Because if I was, everything would fall apart. She'll understand that. She doesn't understand it now. Why can't Daddy play with me all the time? Why can't Daddy this, that, and the other thing? She does not understand it today. There will come a time. There will come a time where she'll understand it. Not saying that at the point she will appreciate the decisions I made, but if it happens the way I think it's going to happen, she'll understand it because she's dealing with it herself. That's when you understand something, because it's the same foundation as being handed everything in your life versus actually having to work for it. And when you start to work for it, you start to understand what it takes to work for it. And the people who don't have to work for the station that they have in life, they're privileged. They live with a privilege that many don't see, right? They just assume that things happen magically. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Not everybody is so lucky. And trust me, Jedi ever gets to the point where she's old enough to handle this on her own, and she's gimme, 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 I'm like, you can do this yourself. I'm here to help, but you gotta walk through here's the door's open, you gotta walk through it yourself. I'm not here to do the work for you. I'm here to support, I will help, I will enable, but you gotta do the work. That's being a parent. Loving and preparing and protecting, that's being a parent. Right? Being honest, being direct, that's being a parent. So I may not be able to explain the foundational elements of what it takes, and to her, because she won't understand. How do you explain that to a 7-year-old, right? How do you? Can't even begin. Right? She can barely spell her own name, let alone, understand very adult concepts and responsibilities. But there will come a time when she's an adult, it'll just click. And she may not say it to me, she may not say it to anybody, but she'll internalize it. I get it. Now I understand what Dad was going through. Now I understand what Dad did. Now I understand what Dad had to do. I hope one day to hear that from her. I really do. I do hope. I do hope to hear. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Maybe she'll never see that. I don't know. But if I've done my job, she will find that point at sometime in the future. She will be at that point where she recognizes that. Whether she says it or not, that she recognizes what it takes to be an adult, to be a functional adult, to have to sacrifice, to have to make hard choices, to have the weight of the world on your shoulders, to have all those responsibilities, those adult responsibilities that other people are around to support you with, but ultimately you have to carry. Still wondering what spawned the rant. Oh, someone talked about, they said something about gender studies being a stupid degree or something, and I vehemently disagreed on the basis of there's no stupid degree if that's what you want to do and that's your pursuit and you take it seriously, whether I agree with it or not. It's irrelevant. Moreover, it's education. If you're learning and it's an achievement that you have done on your own, who am I? Who are you to minimize someone else's accomplishments? Who are you to minimize what somebody else wants to do? I just don't, if it's not hurting anybody else, seriously, bringing harm to other people, it's really pompous. So that's my feeling. The fields exist for the sake of learning and progression of society. That's my feeling. Whether we're talking progression of society or whatever, it's look, if you're going to do it, do it. Go all in. What do you believe? Why do you believe? What's your conviction? What have you done? Do you believe that? Where are you going to go with this? Is it study for the sake of study? Or what are you going to do with this? What do you want to do with this? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? How are you going to change the world? How are you going to change your life? What are you going to do? So that's where I went off on this tear, because I'm like, don't call it useless. Don't call something like that useless. Don't call underwater basket weaving useless because it's useless to you. It's fine, but that's relative. But to someone who wants to do that, it might be applicable. Maybe there's a whole TikTok thing that can be done. Maybe there's a learning center that needs to be set up that isn't yet. Maybe there's an unserved need. You don't know. That's an entrepreneurial way of thinking. But dang it, do it to the best of your ability. Have something to fall back on. Don't just be a one-trick pony. Be able to lean on other disciplines, right? That's why you have a major and a minor, potentially double major, minor, multiple studies, to know what you're going to do. If you know what you're going to do, because that's going to change. What you do today is not the same thing you're going to do 20 years from now. Kieran Clark notes, no such thing as a useless education, just a wasted education if you throw all skills away. That's kind of my feeling, Kieran Clark. And by the way, Larzu says, I don't think Grogu should go back to Mando, but why can't he keep both and continue training? He can't. Because I feel this ultimatum will break Grogu's heart and possibly lure him to the dark side, like when Mando dies. But here's the thing, Larzeus. If that's your path, that's exactly what happened with Anakin. Anakin chose attachment. Anakin chose to eschew the Jedi training and go down the path of the dark side. He chose attachment to Padme. So that's the problem. Anakin chose. He didn't have the best of both worlds. He chose. He chose to eschew that discipline and give in to the easy path forward. So, Grogu could go one of many ways. My feeling is Grogu's going to go back to Mando. And then ultimately Mando's going to have enough emotional maturity to pass him back to Luke. Whether that happens at the end of this next episode of the Book of Boba Fett, or that's the arc of Mandalorian Season 3. I don't know yet. RC Maniac says, try to watch your VOD, had no audio? None of my Twitch VODs had audio? Really? No one else has said anything about that. That's weird. What if your relatives are useless? Well, that's relatively useless. Fix it, dude. Naturally. Yeah, the YouTube version should work, per Lestat's note. Ian Douglas, all caught up in Boba Fett, so I can attend your stream again. That is safe. This is very safe. Spoiler alert, the Mandalorian is Buzz Lightyear. Not quite. Thank you for following, Sunblam. Welcome to the Play Shop. I would tell you what we normally do here. I honestly do not know what we normally do here. because I've gone on a personal, gone off on a personal rant tonight as kind of pivoted by someone's comment. That's enough. One comment in a stream is enough to get me going. It's enough to, get me thinking. So I'm not gonna say anything goes, Sunblam. Not anything. But generally speaking, if you get me off on a topic, I will go. Especially if I have strong feelings on the topic. It's almost as if the show creators are purposely creating drama. Kind of. There is no normal. Totally agree. Although there are social norms, there is no normal. Normal. There is a normal with Garfield. Yeah, anything goes that's family friendly-ish. That's for sure. But also, isn't there a strain in the Star Wars franchise that there are no absolutes? There is, actually. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. So it's interesting. So now you're running upon the dichotomy that Luke was forced to face by the time he got around to The Last Jedi, right? It's interesting that you'd bring that up. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Isn't that an absolute? It is. Is that a Sith? What is the Sith to a Jedi? What is the Force to either one? See, these are deep conversations to have, Bill. Very deep conversations to have. But like I said, Luke felt this way. Ahsoka definitely felt this way. If you did not watch the Clone Wars and Rebels, you may not know. Ahsoka felt this way. She came to that conclusion. So it's not so much about the dark side and the light. It's about being able to embrace and use the Force for what it is. Less Sith, less Jedi. Because Obi-Wan carried forth in an absolute. So it's interesting, isn't it? These are good conversations to have. Nerdy Curious, good to see you. Shout out to Nerdy Curious. Saw the title about the wackiest food, so I figured it's worth mentioning. It is, because we've been talking about it lightly. Sunblam had a camel burger. Wow. Lestat had rattlesnake. Wow. I will go as far as to say is when I wasn't vegan, I would have tried a camel burger. I would have. I've had a buffalo burger. I've had deer. I never had rattlesnake. That I know of, I've never had rattlesnake. But I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to be not a vegan for a day and then have it. No, that ship has sailed. I'm good. I'm vegan for life. But I would have tried them. I would have. I would have been daring enough. Those would have been bold. I wouldn't have had like a scorpion. I don't think I could have gone that far. RC Maniac says, was about to say, Luke said his school didn't entirely work and then decided to stop teaching. Yeah, exactly, RC Maniac. Because he realized the Force wasn't his to control. And then everyone, the Jedi got caught up in dogma, and it caused so many problems, this rift between dark and light. It's ultimately being able to maybe not embrace both, but to understand that humans aren't black and white. I think it was very wise for Luke to come to that conclusion. Ultimately. Even though he started out, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. In The Mandalorian, the Empire has been overthrown, but under the New Republic, there is less order. There is. That's the thing. As much as the Empire it's imperial, right? It's a dictatorship. There was order. But in that order, you had to follow somebody else's order. As opposed to free will. So, pendulum. Life is a pendulum. History is a pendulum. It's not that, we know that the mistakes from the past, we're doomed to repeat them. Yes, it's true, but, it's a pendulum. Everything that happens in life, pendulum. You go one extreme, it's going to swing back. It's going to snap back. Get a degree in business and run their own business someday. That'd be great. Jedi, I would hope for that, because I cracked that nut as an entrepreneur, but never with any strenuous experience, which I'm about to go through. Less Sith, less Jedi. Are you doing math problems? Nah, I'm trying not to, Nerdy Curious. If I am, you were probably seeing smoke coming out of my ears. Oh, we did not get a shout out for Nerdy Curious. Sorry about that. There's a shout out. If we did, I missed the shout out, and I may have. But there's your shout out, Nerdy Curious. If I'm missing any other streamers, I do apologize. Happy to shout you out. Rattlesnake is very tender. Oh, it would have been fun to try. Strangest food, chilled monkey brains. Oh, I guarantee Krusty's never had that. You've had buffalo, crocodile, and emu. I think I may have had emu. I'm pretty sure I haven't had... Maybe I did have crocodile. It's been so long. There's one like that in Austin a few years back. Wow. Kangaroo. Wow. Indiana Jones experiences do not count, Krusty. Yes, Cambodian delicacy fried spider does exist. I would not try it ever. Even when I wasn't vegan, I would not try it. I would never try it ever. Is Luke a gray Jedi? I think Luke wound up finding his way outside the Jedi Order and could go back to the Force. He was always more light side than anything. But this is the problem when you and Luke tilted into this in The Last Jedi. They were serious religious overtones, and I don't mean spiritual overtones, but like dogma, right? Like where you are this religion or you're not, and that's dogma. And I feel that Luke believed that basically undermined the power of the Jedi. So yeah, I'm not sure Luke ever made his way to gray. I wouldn't say that Ahsoka is gray. She's not a Jedi, though. She's so much as said it. She's not a Jedi. Spoiler alert. Go watch Rebels. Go watch the Clone Wars. Get back to me. You ate an avocado today? Well, that's not that wacky. Yeah, Nerdy Curious, this is a tall build. It is a low poly Vader. That's what I'm printing tonight. Basically, this in the Gerpel, you're seeing the other side of the cape, because I wanted to print it such that gold was on the front, so I had to print it in another direction. Wasn't George Lucas's vision with the Star Wars to see issue we deal with real life society, order of freedom, frailty of democracy, limits of royalty? Bill, yeah, very much. It mirrors real life. Come on, Art of War says you have to know your enemy on how better than to devour them. I totally agree. Although I can't really do that anymore. By the way, did we get a shout out to Ian Douglas? He was here and I missed it. Thank you for slapping a Darth Vader sticker. Ian's gone, I'm sure. I'm gonna be on a stream. I think I have it in my calendar. Yeah, on the 10th. I'm gonna be on Ian's stream on the 10th. Shout out to Ian Douglas. I apologize, I missed the shout out. I feel bad. I don't know if a moderator got it. If a moderator got it, great. I'm not sure if Krusty's still really listening, or if Liz was, but I want to make sure all the creators get shout outs at least. Bear steak is good. Never had a bear steak. Australia, only country where you get to eat its coat of arms. Kangaroo and emu. Kangar bangers, that's what they're called. Your stream with Ian Douglas is going to be fun. Got absorbed into his stream today. Well, my goal with the Ian Douglas stream is to take notes and to not just take notes, but like how could I rewrite my resume? Not rewrite my resume, but like what I've done on LinkedIn. What do I need to write to get attention? How can I rework? Because LinkedIn, for all intents and purposes, is my resume. All right, American Chris Hansen, what color are we changing this to? And yes, Anakin turns to the dark side and becomes Darth Vader, but would the overthrow of the Empire have come without Darth Vader redeeming himself at the end? Possibly not, Brother Bill. Pendulum. Fire ramen? I've had fire ramen before. Very spicy. Very spicy. I like spicy food. I enjoy it. I don't know if I enjoy it as much as Diana. Diana enjoys it, but I don't mind like trying hot food. Diana can't handle it. She'll burn, her mouth burns. My mouth burns too, don't get me wrong. But it's fun. It's kind of like, ooh. I've had, now I can say I've had ghost peppers. Or at least the flakes of ghost peppers on the almonds. It's kind of a good burn, but not one that I want to do and relive every day. You love spicy food, but it hates you, yeah, Lestat. I'm kind of the same way. All right, Chris Hansen, American Chris Hansen. What color do you want the, we got a rainbow back here, but what do you want? You bought some of the hot almonds? You love them, Goffleg? They were so much fun. Diana couldn't eat like half of them. She could only get through, well, half, but not the other half. I had a Carolina Reaper. Or at least, not a full Carolina Reaper. This is like, as spicy as I can get is like the flakes on the nuts. The almonds that we got, the almonds from Christmas. Diana had them. She couldn't handle them. Which surprises me, because she likes that kind of spice and the spiciness, the sauces and stuff, more than she puts it on, anything and everything, but I don't. I'll add it sometimes. Like, I want a little kick. I want a kick today. Oh, there's a little bit left. I'm going to use that. You got a couple. I got a couple of redeems. Oops. Would you rather have majored in Star Wars if Star Wars was a course or technology when you went to college? I probably would have gone technology back then. Star Wars would have been a fun one, though. As a minor, I would have done a Star Wars minor. Red and blue. It's going to be difficult for you to see the red. Well, there's your red and blue. Would you rather work for a job you truly enjoyed but make no money, or work for a job you completely hated and couldn't stand and make tons of money? If I did not have to worry about money, then I'd work for a job I truly enjoyed. I mean, who wouldn't? But there's no point in working for a job it doesn't pay. I mean, honestly, if it doesn't pay your bills, if you're not able to do everything you need to do, if it's more of a burden. Because trust me, if I had a choice, yeah, that's what I would do. I don't have a choice right now. I don't have a choice. I have to sacrifice. Some people don't see it as a sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice. Everything I do is a sacrifice. Some people say, you don't have to sacrifice anything. I have to sacrifice. No. You walk a mile in my shoes and then tell me what I don't have to sacrifice. Because I got to sacrifice plenty. I have to sacrifice the one thing I can't get back, and that's time. That's my number one sacrifice. My time. That's my sacrifice. But I have to sacrifice it to be able to do the things that I want to do. Like geeking out with you every day. Trust me, if all I did every day, man, if I could figure out a way to a full-time sitting here and geeking out all day long in front of the camera, I'd do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. I would stream all day long. Shraiku, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I got something for you, Shraiku. I'm glad you popped in. Couple things. First of all, thank you for the raid. Second of all, everyone follow Shraiku. Third of all, thank you for the shout out, Pezliz, to Shraiku. Fourth of all, you need to, I'm going to say you need, it would be great if you crocheted a chainmail armor for the Grogu stuffies that are out there. You could crochet chainmail armor for the Grogu stuffies. Have you thought about doing that, Shraiku? Because you should. Chainmail Grogu armor. Have you thought of that? Have you thought of that yet? Because that's like, it's all crochet. And I guarantee, I haven't, I'm 100% going to do that. I'm telling you, Jedi, I guarantee she saw that, oh, I want Grogu to go with Din. I'm like, she's gonna need the chainmail. Everybody's following or joining from the Shraiku raid. I'm Chris Perillo. I geek out about a whole bunch of things. I've been going off on tangents, not really geeking out tonight, but I guess getting kind of deep and philosophical. Time is astronomically more valuable than money. Larzeus, the people who don't understand this are doomed to waste it. I've told so many people this. Time is the most precious thing you have. Stop wasting it. Stop just bleeding it away. Stop just farting around. Do something with your time. Do something. Instead of just wasting it. When I tell someone, and I have, if I tell you you're wasting my time, that is like some people would say, oh, the worst, a cut down or a put down is me calling you a jerk. You're a jerk. No, that's not a put down. For me, if I said that, that's not a put down. If I tell you that you're wasting my time, that is the ultimate put down for me. The ultimate put down is telling you that you're wasting my time. Now, I'm not telling you, watching and supporting me right now on Twitch, you're not a waste of time. Because if you were, I wouldn't be here. I would not, me, physically present right now streaming, I wouldn't be doing this if I felt that doing this was a waste of time. If I felt that your feedback and your commenting and your support was a waste of time, I would not be doing it. But if I ever tell you that you're wasting my time, trust me, that's a deep cut. So, the other thing I was going to say, Shraiku, I got to talk to business. I need help repairing my VGA capacitor. It's blown. It's blown. I need to get it repaired, Shraiku. I know you don't necessarily have the background, possibly, but I believe business knows how to do it. And I'm like, I need this repaired. I need it fixed. I'm willing to stream it. As Guardian Wookie says, oh my god, I should do that. I have a few Grogu plushies. I'm telling you, we need chainmail. Jedi's got the small Grogu, the Hasbro Grogu, and the Mattel Grogu. So we need chainmail armor for the Grogu. That's what we need. I don't know how we're going to get it. I bet Disney's already getting chainmail suits and plushies ready to release. It's possible. We'll see how this last episode goes in the season. This is coming out okay. I'm getting a few layer lines on this print, ones that I'd rather not have, but I think it'll be fine with the Gurple. I have better things to do with my time than have you steal it from me. Kieran, it's the same idea. They're easy to make, just take some time. I mean, I can probably make actual chainmail. Well, hey, if you can do that. Yeah, you could 3D print the chainmail serial tux, although I'm not sure how well a 3D printed chainmail would work, print in place. I don't think it would work, because you need to have a wraparound. American Chris Hansen says, I am learning about the USS Enterprise CN06 aircraft carrier on YouTube. Well, that's nice. I've stayed on an aircraft carrier. I've spent the night on an aircraft carrier. The Nimitz. I've got videos. Videos of me being on an aircraft carrier back when YouTube was fun. Now YouTube is just horrible. I hate going to YouTube. I hate, absolutely loathe going to YouTube. Loathe. I avoid YouTube like I avoid Facebook. It's not fun. What's the point of going to a platform that shows you everything it wants to show you, as opposed to the things you want to see? Feel me? I'm more of a Twitch guy. So I put YouTube in the same category as Facebook at this point. Not my thing. Not my thing. For some people, sure. Me, not so much. But everybody's different. You play music on YouTube? Well, that works. You've been on the Nimitz when it was in the Pacific? Nice! We've been on the same carrier then. Potentially in the same place. Potentially at the same time. The Star Wars Hotel having a hard time trying to find experienced staff members to work there. Oh, well, not my problem. Not right now. I'm not going to spend $10,000 to take us. That is a lot of work for me to work to end up having that kind of experience. Getting a Disney vacation. I would like to do a Disney vacation at some point in the future. But it just takes a lot of money that I have to earn. I'm the one who earns it. Everybody else gets to reap the benefits. So it's easy for them to say, I'd like to do this, I'd like to do that. I'm like, it's great. I gotta pay for it. Money just doesn't fall from the heavens, right? That would be a lot of cheers. That would be a lot of tips. That would be a lot of subs. Although when we did it, we could probably do videos, right? Potentially live. A lot of people go live at Disney World, Disneyland. Just imagine the newer carriers, how huge they are. My cousin was on one, the Navy. Basically said it had a mini shopping mall in it. Wow. Unless the TARDIS was involved, definitely not at the same time. Oh, Kieran. Okay. Let me see if I can find out which one it was. Chris Perillo Nimitz. There we go. 2009. Okay, so you can search for that. 2009.
5 subs.
Oh, look at that. Larzeus. Larzeus helping fuel this future Disney World visit. Thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate that Qui-Gon Jinn got one. And Nick Hardware as well. And MacMan too. Good array there. Hey, thank you K2 Design Lab. I was just saying, Disney, not the cheapest in the world. But maybe at some point I can figure out how to do something else with Disney. I was very blessed to be able to work with Disney in the past. Not in a paid capacity. Nothing Disney. I think Disney sponsored 1 or 2 things in the past, but nothing substantial. I would love to have an opportunity to do something with Disney like that again. I'm not saying that it would be a dream job, because ultimately if I worked for Disney, like, all that drops away because I'm working for them, right? And the magic might be gone. So I would love to work in tandem with Disney, but I think working at Disney would be a different feeling than just enjoying what Disney has to offer. So thank you, Larzeus, for the support, and thank you, K2 Design Lab. Hey, Ethan's Dad 3D, I tagged you on Twitter. Someone was asking about what app I used for Fix'em Dude. That's a nice color for what you did. Fix'em Dude's been printing his Star Wars hearts. I've printed a few of them, but I've done them in like one fell swoop. Like, I haven't changed colors or anything like that. At some point, I probably will. Yeah, so I'm not saying that you want to watch that. Oh, no problem, Lestat. If you do a search for Nimitz and Perillo, they'll pull up. Let me see here. The searches are. Yeah, Chris. So if you search for Nimitz, you'll get at least 2 videos, and then yeah, just 2. No, I know I had like. Let's see here. Navy. If it Chris Perillo Navy. There were a few videos I did. Chris Perillo Navy, possibly. But that was also with Nimitz. Not sure who I was even with. Because it was like it was a blogger junket. I was trying to say, like, aircraft carrier. So let's see. Chris Perillo carrier? No. A lot of that is, like, digital carrier crap. Yeah, I'm not sure I can find the other ones. Chris Perillo aircraft carrier. Yeah, they're the same ones. It's funny, if you search for aircraft carriers, I might be the first... on the playlist, the first link, and let's see how many. 700,000 views on that video. The USS Nimitz Navy aircraft carrier operations. 700,000. I mean, I used to have so much fun on YouTube. God, I had so much fun on. This is when YouTube was fun. I'm not joking. This is when YouTube was a total blast. This is when YouTube was fun. It isn't anymore. It's not fun at all. Used to be fun. Twitch is now fun. Twitch got all the fun. Me, not so much. Oh wait, hang on. Did I miss something? Okay, I did. Okay, I did that. Oh sure, the ships are great until you have to spend 9 months deployed on them. Oh yeah, no, I was there for like a day or 2. Wait, YouTube isn't fun anymore? Absolutely is not fun. I'm sorry, Big Jano. I'm sorry, not sorry. It is not fun. YouTube isn't fun. It used to be fun, and now it's a different game. And if you can play that game, great. But yeah, official Ronnie Cat, I do hope to see you in the next stream as well. I really do. Twitch got all the fun for me. Twitch, I'm all about. But I'm more of a live streamer. I'm more of an interactor. I'm more of a hanger-outer, community-oriented guy. And YouTube's different. I was never able to crack that nut. No problem, Shraiku. I'm probably not too far behind you. In fact, I may be looking for our raid target tonight. Someone possibly that we have not raided in a while. And there are a few people here. Rave Raver has been doing a development. He's been developing software in his stream. Looks like he's just browsing the web right now, coding, developing. We haven't rated him yet. He rated us, so we owe him that. So he likes hanging. He likes web development and chatting with his stream. So I think he would be a fun one. I think that's who we're going to raid. Brit is definitely on our horizon for sure. Absolutely, Brit, very soon. But I definitely want to raid and spread the love to people that we haven't raided in a while or haven't raided ever. Because I believe in sharing the love, not just for the people that I definitely love, know, and support. But Rave Raver, I don't know how to say his name. There's so many good raid targets though, so I don't want to like minimize, someone's stature in terms of who they are and what they do. But I will say I love you. I appreciate you, and at this point I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you always. Zach's building the AT-AT. Great. Good luck to Zach. Yeah, he's building, as in he's not really building. That's usually how it goes. Zach's a great supporter. I'm going to grab these Tusken Raiders tonight. Because that's how we're going to do it. Get those Perillo Raider emotes ready. Not unlike these Tusken Raiders here. I gotta clean them. Gotta be really careful with that vinyl. This is gonna be the best Tusken raid. Here we go. Tusken raiding, everybody. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Did we get a shout out to Big Jano, by the way? God, I've been really bad at getting these shout outs. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if a moderator caught it, but Big Jano is a streamer. Big Jano deserves a shout out. We did? Okay, thank you, Pezliz. Thank you. I appreciate it. I figured you did. Y'all are really on it, and I appreciate that. Here we go. We're going to Tusken raid Rev, who's a web developer, and sometimes he hangs out during the day doing co-working stuff. I'm not going to hold these up every single day, but here we go. Tusken raiding Rev in 3, 2, 1. Look at all it. This is a real Tusken raid. Dropping my Tusken Raiders. Alright. Wherever got... how do I say your name?
Nah, never. Oh, and, those companies have crazy good benefits. Whoa, hey! We got Steeples.
Rev.
Oh, dude, Chris,
I
thank you.
still can't
Thank you
say
for dropping
your...
by.
Hey, kid.
Bringing friends. Hello, everyone.
Rev.
I'm talking about Halo right now. Let me go to the things I actually do. So
I gotta clean these up.
Still can't say your handle? It's Ravavir.
Ravavir.
Yeah.
Ravavir, that's yours. Yeah.
Tusken Raid. Oh, that's what those are, the Tusken Raiders. Nice. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, new peoples. No, go back to Halo. Well, I'm actually